Akwantufuo say the muti no ya jingle na etwegu no eye George aye Ben Bracco na moto no nyum no Ben Bracco the nyuma Mekom Chrome from the album the world acclaimed album, one of the best albums of all time, Baya. And then as album na benya asonye sen ow babesia uknu wo hinio da so sabe ko krum na bo modern atase se ewiase na waye enyum no emo da yie baya ti bibia no de wadwene susu na wo ye de yie enyum no edi be se 7 years enzo se sala no yetwa na 1987 no 1987 the great John K in the producer ye enti wose obesa ko krum mpendifo kuntuhwa na de chia na eko anything na ye wa bochire ne ye kasa ma ye nya kompo no ye kasa me nya kompo enye se bia se bia ne hweye nenso ye de enye entwa yonko na twadwam da bi edwa na ebia on kasa enne nche se enye ne ya yonko da no da enti ebia na no kra obi ka chem se bafo ye tigano nensam sa se mo abochire munum de ekoso gan krasin ye na mbusa se na ede na tiso bafo aho chia na amane ye tumunti no e ma ya adwene kwa na bum nti the last thing crap se tie se BT radio eni se ye maami antifi okọ Ghana na nsi ya o ka se Akwantufuo Radio de opepa so okọ Ghana radio no timinti cause utie nsem na wanhwe obubefu onipa nim se kwarbane enso adane brown nso obeka se adane white nti wanhwe obubefu na oto kra na enso yatum light so no ye sese de enye dum so so dum na aban so beka se we de my friend dum so nemu yemfe no intermittent power outages na say ya brofolizer no ade e friend loan no na ya dane na ya ne credit into what credit na e bia se bi brofo no unnim se credit na one loan no into what credit na oju say ya brofo fu bia se o kan loan dia obi atiase so that say enti e mo Ghana no na se o mo se o madwen bom ti no nya dia just say omudi enomo na chisa enka ne kra football kra no mudi chi say na anu kra egu nkra egu nti say no wo so ya no pa wo hu de wonya hu nti no the last thing kra no modwene say why dey discount mu say kan yedi na mo say di bia kan kra de na omadwene enda ho ba ye wa boche no esan say internet no o ma no machichi ne ye nti internet no wo fufie kra na obitima nya hotspot bi na wa connect kama because they want you to be informed when normal air course wo ene wiase no na said ye keke kasem no ene ebeka vice president Mahmoud Baumia or say why initiative be friend tap and go and say okofo trotro okofo STC bus VIP urban whatever no ye de fidi besi wa say wo ATM card wo disika gu so no insa so be usika na wo twa say 5 cities na mate din sama no wo de call ya na wo de ATM card no baby a chip no wala tap na ya hyehyɛ bibia sɛ sika obetua no ntiminim sɛ ufiri amekom ekɔ afo kwanta minim sɛ the driver ne ka sɛ mate ne ka sɛ 2 cities minim sɛ afena yebogu so na sɛ yebogu so na sɛ bia wensi na wotwam a mehu sɛ de besi ayɛ no na ɛwɔ ye system no enti Baumia ne ka sɛ fundamentals na ewika wanhwɛ a foreign exchange no ebetimi exchange rate no betimi expose enti ne nkofo say to de bia asɛ yesi enamdua so na homa hu so na mu no ye de ahoma no ekosen edua so eduane de eni ho nti hu sem bebraba ebiso ebeboa ma Ghana ye konenum se de abochire to de bia nya bibio bitu kotwa ebia boarding pass 30 days na bus no anya afa na okotwa no watwa no take dada nti onye duwa no da tape system no na watwi waskane say yin de ultimate tapia na ultimate edifa and nchen ho saa no na watwi na say ready sampa watwa wo take it na say $25 a wo da hye coin no wo da hye mu na ni nyina county e normal wa abochire ne nkofo say Ghana ye koenim ye 67 years or so this year na say Ghana 57 kra na ye koenim pa 67 years enti no we ade aka elementary aka ye nya bi onanka aboa na to de kwa mate baby kra to de no mutie car na chi wono na ye him na ye tiantie mu nti bituma yi mate fo ni nyina fo na udu wa driver tap ni enko won tap ya ye enko ye na ye ko enim eno so na GPRT for MP fo no say Adia Bamud Bamia na ban person de ban kay de nen so hwe trotro pa special enye de se be because trotro no ka no untwa 2 minutes kwa na ayema enti afi na ye beta pe ne no more important ni no aban ye sa de one consult GPR to say the DBA no ye din ka ko ye wie obekai eye free SH by teacher for say yan consult wo na grad for nat for na ye yan consult wo no say aban say policy no aye nen so ade no wa wo ye enye president na ekocha ade o enye vice president ekocha ade na minister of state no and the MPs no your teachers and becha there now no our key shareholder na say key stakeholder no ni yin refrem sans no GPRT Uber Ghana a year private India GPRT the largest and sana about Protua a year private transport you know nti omo cars trotro nyina no omo dia omo control about 90% of trotro no nti say if such a stakeholder kasa asen we a the say ebe you ejira omo say penini kasa ya de yan consult on the more important they said the trotro structure ne no anya dia bit maboa na bia say a long distance journey this is bia commercial kan dia na unu say no dia unsi enye trotro na waka say mesi wo bogu so na mesi wo konongo yedru nkokon so obi esi ne 10 minutes bia yedu adwu so yesi dabi on the ultima ne kra na say buses abakra say bi toilet ne urina wo mtenya de kra yesi say ye construction na wo nkokon na kolongo eno nso so no a ebi nso ka se na baumia yi eto de bia na ni referee ho ana bia o mampani ma ka se bia your short memories na short memories in short memories na yes in shorter memory bia Ghana for short memory ba obi omuni shorter memory baumia ya na nanse ya okoye na yi eye ni conference and lecture shepa o ka se na title that's we both solutions and for the future no ono aka say ono no me bebre ho a driver no si wono nanado na eye it onu de no nukwa only 2 minutes so aka say economy no asa ya untimi family me no cause even though so head of the economic management team no at the end of the day no grandpa and nanado na take initiative on the not work etima mo no so na mo so cause he's not his own man say driver ho pa dia na meet 80 ye chire wa meeting the driver call left and right this one kasa betran driving seat on no driving no so left and right no so nya meet and na say ono kasa koton car no timu enti nkofo say massa say bi nyansa no ba o mianya nko na onimo ye free be principle standard the all can no a the bible class was Jesus say menuma sem no semanji miracles ne one signs and wonders na menuma sem na bebu oten enti nipa we bo chema kweku bedu ado ono ne kan asem wabobo bi a manage ho pa wo so hwe aboade he obenya na beben mo na mo abeben no ponko kan say nantwie ene kan say nwan ni abreaching de keka wo so mo obekọ na ha obekai say bible kra no Abraham okobo Isaac afodie no at the end of the night odwanyin nipa he has been caught by the horn in the bushes no and na yakofo se kofa no why ade ne fa no ba afodie na yi obani free so altar no so enti so aboa no obeche na na bebe na na chi no kodidi kra na bebe no especially antelope na o ma bebe wo wa no bo se na akoche wo mo but also nipa de ye ni abeben ye de ne ye nim kasa no en na chi ye en na chi anything na say a police for and I say the for be so mo a almost kasa de obetima ka na mom tweyie asem yo beke bia no it will be used against you abraham omo kan merana rights natural no say you have the right to remain silent of to speak asem o ye chiwa wokas I'm guilty eno ana dey court say akwa we ni ye be chiwa no kasa o ye guilty aden na say o sisa na no say dey o ye innocent until proven guilty enti hweyie etiba o man say nen no o call internet there it doesn't lie makasa internet ne google no ye ma ye africa first aboche for them ya bochiri omo information they have access but ye na okoka na bia ya beche wana ne de Ghana phobia wo Uruguay wo Pakistan wo Afghanistan wo Turkmenistan wo Tajikistan na ultimate verify Google no ye search engine ye parent company your friend Android Larry Page ni Sergey Brin omo form no omo correct all the news papers news information nyina ye creating nyina nti wo bombardia the obi aka fa hu bia all the world nyina no obenya no wo Google no nti Google for no modwuma no create sa no nyina nti se wo kọ and some about me Kenya, who's an uncredited them to me, but 2014, about me say, yeah, Mahama, were reduced governance into borrowing. Say Mahama, Juma obey from 2012 we could see Satam no Casina, and that's a Mahama, a Bembonia say, or sorry, no borrow, or sorry, a couple of Bessia. Nanon and Covobs and a DNA Koso. If you say any crown, a year Bank of Ghana, Ghana for your central bank, no, Amayati, as I say. Ghana nyina na efi Kwame Kuma time wo de wako check time Kwame Kuma baso wo de 51 kra free mu ne enko 1960 efi Kwame Kuma time kusi time Mahama our hand over my grandpa no January 7th 2017 no na eka Ghana di nyina ye 119 billion cedis 119 billion cedis ene Ghana ka eye 575 billion eno no ti ase say ye gya ye ka ne twia sisi yakwese for the first time in the history of Ghana in the Fourth Republic, Aban was one or no near Abanya Fourth Republic, a free JJ time, ABC, Akwantufuo the time, or no Kwane Abanya one Chianica. And it is the second in the history of Ghana, Abanya or Ghana's own Chianica. First one year, Ignatius Kutu a champion, Ike Champion Town, or Yinchia, was say Yakoji Bisan Yinchia, or Kafo Didi. And Saoka, one of the records of this government nanado the administration na omuna tosumienu the Ghana omunchomuka na Fourth Republic and the mufo amasa record yentwia enti senka yetwa ye kana and sabi de me makan be a year ago senka samrinka by 2025 nanado ebia abanfo for be ba say MPP na be bank ye be do 1 trillion cedis because say you do half a trillion 575 billion as of September no from September last year ninia yentwa ye ka Yaman for haircut retirees for no a seen chayaka and yes, I call $3 billion. Can say $3 billion no and a kucheka a 36 billion cedis. Not the 36 billion no and you free a year car at daho 3 billion and my yajimu mienu $600 million mienu until yaji 1.2 I can't say billions is here and kakakra na ye queen. And he say 3 billion now. What is current exchange rate? Said the American 12 cities 27 pesos will multiply Albania bears 37 billion cedis. No, the coca 575 and once a word to 600 billion. Aha, 600 billion. No, sir, can any can you Eurobond on the 3 billion Yajia, a year can operate and necessary and senior, can say senior special a special presidential advisor on economy. Aha, obetiasi. It's not so only echo. E kan ye dwuregu ai ye mama ne mama omutimi ntwea ye de bewu akọ nyina no ye mama be ye wanse do kra beti se ha ye ma ye great grandchildren ombeka so mususu se se bi mrante ne mabawa ahomambo ahomane bra ye no omo na boka na go koso enye omsika obekai eye okotre ne ma ne ko obi mekofu mu omko obi mekofu mu no Kwabregmot minya penny Kwabregmot utie free Hamburg German mechiao ene shalom yoga na ohima mandi UK ene Ghana fo nyina ya chiamo enti eye okotre ne ma omko mekofo mo okotra opem okopa omawie fra no pa kosi ewia ena kotra baba kokas we de sese de nyansa kakra ba mitrim na memusa maami we de misruka enso meka maami e osi ye kwabena edi asem osi maami Edwani de wonu say mekodi akwese ye jollof no ye pepa wodi abefo mu na menkai tama ye ankase edua meko menkai tama je se meko nsuso wodi se nipa kwa ye meko nso odwane ye pa ya wia ma yefu ahye na ede asem nie maame na ye njani enkofi na kakra na kan de odwae no maame ne hwe ne mani mo se jawasem munkosonwe mekofu no enye ye dia munkosonwe meku na sa pepepe enti empenifo no ene mo a mo support party yi no empenifo no sa no moka omse eyi no enye ye dia enye ye dia enti omo diska na ka eba ne se na nka amben se oman a oni o private sector no ene danger the groove se mekoti eyi company a aban se me mom na me ye dey me support economy me na me employer aband or your employment but on the kakre bi akoso e be 600,000 public sector workers until the akani nyina ye private sectors no ye free bi treasury market hono na private sector no kwaje besia na your mom interest rate be a ye kakra to so be a 5% and 2% bi na nka almost the abom modja ene de aban atwa kwhye mo say hey ya mo ye bra ye digan o man sika de ne say no ye no be peso pa mo am ye se mo na mo nkoji say sika no enti o makọ honom say wo hwe interest rate amoji a almost be say 29 to 30%. I just say no company in the world that private company wa obet makoji besin a say yesadi a can say 30% better so nti ukoji 100 cedis a wo de sika 100 ne kwa na the 30 aka ho na ye 130 company bi ne wo wiase obeji sa ade no enti ene no enti ye back control radio a ye pese ye ma hu enoma ekoso e wo Ghana no eno nche se obeji betumeja o party a wo join MPP NDC o movement for change o Ghana Freedom Party o Libra People's Governance o LPG o oni ye nka se jai na mum said the constitution nika no or say utumi ye obi a wo ye rational being and wo sound mind a obetum no my koso me dem ka se wa ban kwa na wo so say MPP a wo kra wo MPP ni no so no wo kra no so ka aban no asem because one ka mu nyina mu koda mu be ko opposition ama opposition for no so be ba o mesere mo so that say nemo wo ko jai no ho a emfa ho a wo ne agwansana ne yefunu no mu nyina ma ko hye 6 feet underground agwansana wo de wo so ntifo wo de also your party supporter efunu ne party no ye kan say wansre to boase o hu say ya baby efunu kono e okọ eseye wo ze de nyehwe inso ye say na nyehwe zike de nyehwe wo de party na na wodon a wo beti wani no na wansana ye ka anwe ego so wunwu yo na yesieo so de ekoso enti normal ekoso ebi ewo Ghana no entrance so ECG omo operation 50% payment or arrest and also get disconnected no so asiase entrance ECG Electricity Company of Ghana say the money no Volta River Authority VRA ne produce electricity no the aban de no ewo akoso modam ho no wia ni ahoma na ye de electricity no be film no na ye company friend Gridco da wires ne dia na ya trick kania no every VRA na fa women ma ebedru ha ya ti company friend ECG on ne onjiji ska no on memo electricity bill no we use no wogia na wakotwa Gridco foka na Gridco fonso wakotwa VRA foka na VRA fonso wakotwa omo ye can say banks am so de omo kano anase beko aban futu munti that's the change of can say commander ye di adwuma e Ghana no enra ye school friend Accra Academy omutwemu yes Accra Academy omo de kapa almost be 400,000 cedis ena aye Accra Sports Stadium no omukotwemu ho ansa na parliament so de kapa parliament de ka na no na se de muze de bia na impedifon yoma de no ye de ye nye can say proactive ye reactive afi na Ghana Education Service Secretariat ni free SHS Secretariat no omo putu no say omo kotwa mu 5 million cedis ena ECG say eye de ne so 5 million eye no enso because enya Accra Academy ko schools na omo dika na doso and at least was the akana omo de bill na nyina omo tumtwa at least 50% there na ne yebetime jai ene nko focus adentina abantim tranwa na bills na pilia na school baako Accra Academy anu kwa ye 400,000 na afide ye kotwemu no adento muntwemu bill no minim say bill no say we kra we su post meter ne kra post paid meter ne kra na after 30 days ne kra ye ma some time kakra even America kra na UK kra no rent kra do so na se wontumi twia o la no bit ma grace period ka bia 1-2-3 days ne work twia nenso abantima hwa ma che se abantimi hu se wo de ka de ne just wonim beforehand say ampa also kotwa adentina abantimi twia ne ka. This what Abe talks about. Yes, some of the best parties are different governance. No, next abano. Onim the equations no normal enhuhiano eno this guy en kwadai ebe no mutumi sua de wa no mutumi so the free SH about nkra no besua de enti enye wan wase afi de mkocho exams na afi de na ye pass obi a so wa failio en na sese abe ya de so ama universities that say no last exams obi atwa ye enti wo twa so na obi a so ututu science a nipa obi atwa enka ne no nye obi ani atwa enye se bia nkra ne twa na say ora ho se nkra twa yes nkra ne succeed but which statistics are ain't me positive say class no be nyina bia class 50 no na mu be 45 nyina atwa debi ni nyina no statistically impossible na so it me happen ye was ano maybe hu enti no say aban de ka ama wo se okotwam 5 million Accra Sports Stadium Parliament na nkasa e ma hye for no mo de ka enti na obusa say the clerk of parliament wo ho no e ka na mo de nti wo hu say bill abasa bia osom kotwia now or for the command or so for the command ye kotwia and on say on de ka no enti de bia na reactive ye ma judgment debt ni ade na bitima prevent na judgment debt aba na ye kotwia 10 million na sika said the Kusi hospital na obi enkotwe nsuo be say 2 months as we call the nearest hospital need to see cheap compounds just a small clinic man owns baby sika na ekofa na ni nyina ide asay it is a million ye ka asem na say we the banners or the say o party na o join o the my party your the name bom no twere o man ho parties no he is just a subset of the university defend Ghana no so that's here aha enti no munhu ni sa parties e wosisi ya no Ghana nyi so mbebre parties e wunyina yetete na 91 92 93 Ghana nso e ba before time of the Gold Coast no ene yesese ndi Ghana 1960 o ho dadaada enti no said the na obi kan o si nsuo twa okwan twa nsuo na mu okwan beto nsuo ne de fititititi ene Yakopon ebo na de Genesis chapter 1 and 2 no obo nsuo ni eka ho enti Ghana no wada dadaada ansa na parties ne ba enti samabade a na ose mutumu se modem no ma etoto akwemu na etimi dey akọ eyie se o hwe Ghana constitution na article 1 no hu tumi a wo as a Ghanaian wo over aban government any state no government any state government ni nkofo ye yiwo mu state ni ye nyina government no na yes one manage the affairs of the state. There's a reason when tintia the framers one more Ghana constitution no omni ko share article 1 and any command and answer law edikan tie as a Ghanaian. Article 1, the sovereignty of Ghana resides in the people of Ghana. The sovereignty of Ghana resides in the people of Ghana, in whose name and for whose welfare the powers of government are to be exercised in the manner and within the limits laid down in this constitution. Once we use government and the state. Government na kwese MP, enye obi na etimo parliament wo as a constituent na wo to aba no, wuntimi nko parliament obi. Wo se nkofo nkodi wo mu ba. Sa na state ni government no omara kwese MP omugire mama wo se omo manage the affairs of the state. Wo ye part of the state. Enti esi tumi no eye wo nipa no dia, enye nanado dia, enye vice president dia, enye MPs for no dia. Wo as a state no sovereignty ye ka sovereignty se wo de wo ho which me adwane bi opese odie o mine sanity sovereignty no ye de ye ho it is to me no wo nipa no ye for the people of Ghana no wo di mu ene de koji loan say president koji aban koji loan on koji say danado mumma mbesia na meko da bi IMF in ma obi a private loan or the befa state so enti wo di ne de koji loan no anything say e be say yetwa enye president na twa enye vice president twa wo una obetwa sa eka no una ye for the people of Ghana. So that's here. Aha. And this when who is one MPP din or meboa. So one NDC din or one freedom movement behind di or one movement for freedom what the bia or una ye people no. Party no the constitution recognize or recognizing the certain way. But a bad sovereignty there. Una ye the people of Ghana. Inti sua na se be ye hu nyansa wo sa no man ho. Na so wo kai ye ya. E de okodi party chia. Hey ye de ha mabebo trim. 1 week ni yebema oyire ebi kwa ware ya bia 10 times series and 10 times series kra ya won fofo kra enye sika bia ma no uto latogen ne koko kra ya san 30 series watching so SSV 8 series en nam nka ho ansa na auto gare ni spaghetti o set italio shito ebeka kra shito kra bejai o pe shito as otoka ho se dia ma na ekono me na me ka kire en kan ne tete no ukoto dokono a ade kra ne kaefu ye nkruma kra ne efo nkruma ne nim se na me kokra na ho oden en kan teniye me ka wazen munim me kai ka wazen kakra etitokru wa no ma mekono ni nkruma na nkene na nya ne ya edum na bi afri ne ye de ye yi mekono ene ye shito ne frimu afri like nkruma kwa afri ka de nkruma kwa ye mabiem 93 94 ye kotra sa community state satam ne is fresh na sa community friend Little London ho na MPs for nya na yete ene graphic MP4 no tie ne ye nimesedum ketie mo ne MPs no wo honom yesi ne fresh no na baby ye tondo kono Blue Gate maame no so o mahyeto obeti ase also peshito have no why small bottles no wo peshito to shito ka ho me catch us say na be ye watch e be kakra no watch shito ye nton shito ma en tingusu free also to shito obeto gare ni free obeto watch ni free ahaban ne kran hwe kra obeto ahaban ne say plastic by yin kra obeto enti enoma ekoso Ghana sisi ano ye life and death asem na me catch wa ye kan na nkofo ti ase no enti me de besi anom enne ye Wednesday questions and answers oba na wabeka wamane enno bia na wasem ka wantima kan wie ene de wohu no Ghana Statistical Service almost de average unemployment rate in Ghana in 3 quarters of 2023 no free January akwesi be September of last year no de aba sisi almost say 14.7%. The average unemployment rate in Ghana for the first 3 quarters of 2023 was estimated at 14.7%, with the rate among females consistently higher than males. And Ghana Labor Statistics for no and Diaba and Ghana Statistical Service no Diaba. According to the Ghana Statistical Service, the sharp increase in the unemployment rate of females between the fourth quarter of 2022 and the first quarter of 2023 has culminated in a wider unemployment gender gap in 2023. As someone can say, if we last year, if we January, because best September, no, anybody say, and the first 3 quarters, no, and no, we show unemployment, one more need 14.7%. Emma pa and any juma, and my need juma, and society be a ma any juma, no, now won't say, enye easy oba woni adwuma yasempi oba no ho kire no oye vulnerable oba ntino nti udie ye ka we omude o maka 14.7 just for last year, me nim di nya okaboma ebedru nti ebi ka se we die e wo form cause we take go no 40.7% die ebia na go for page maybe wo makopa adwuma na omunye adwuma ntino ebia there's an underemployment and the emfanka home nti ube otiasie producer price inflation shoots up to 17.4%. Producer price inflation so one more produce no man said the more etimi set omo prices no and so akosoro for some basket of goods no say your general inflation no ukoto ade say bia no maybe akeka bom no be bia ye target no basket of goods no prices no on average na akosoro for a period no so na omo no man no companies so no and so your friend producer price inflation so so in January 2024 no since and say producers for no omanyeska prices no akosoro say obitima to ntimi to de ne is another way ometima hwe no Cocoa Ball laments smuggling of 150,000 metric tons of cocoa. Cocoa Ball, you say about 150,000 metric tons of cocoa there. You smuggle at their co and we are their co. No, because who watches over the cocoa? Then they team smuggle. And in some Dawson, Tim in Bessianum, a woman named to be Abeka home. No, I call bit make a cocoa board once them say cocoa no. You smuggle every Ghana. Say baby, I could any minimum one. Tractors no tractors no yesi ayira 150,000 metric tons cocoa nso na ye kwaje besia 1.3 billion na o si etwia na ebi ma ayira unemployment 14.7% for last year kwade na me ka kire wo nti na wonso ba na wakabia aka ne nti yenko efidie ne so na ye ni ennuanom enkasa bo cha ma obeso ke bibia ansa na makọ Alex so. Okay. Alex, whoa.
Alex. Bombade.
Bamaso.
Abiengasi ya bombade.
Na apomu say.
Oh, jamena wadawro ma ya hoya pa yatia oti enkan
You any a good one. And this in the say environment say there there na emim say no I said oh asem kana say and then so there no ya cocoa board say 150,000 a year cocoa a year ayira and unemployment would you say 14.7% and then Ghana Statistical Service omodi aba na yes so say aban so de ka bebre schools for no free access schools ni bi de ka ama free secretary no after wakeke no mesi ne ho ha na okopeska na okotwa na ne nkofo bisa se no ntum se na ye de build abeto wa na na wama the opposite okebia na se obi anya mind no obetimi afa ya cause say mi anka so comment the opposite
okay. Somebody, metia omo mabaji na ana metia also. Ade ba kwa me pese me bisa ne ne se sa ai free SHS secretariat ene ai Ghana Education Service. The difference in the woman yentumi mfa free SHS no nhye anya under Ghana Education Service. Ghana Education Service ye wo Minister of Education. Ono na under the watch no mfa no say ya implement free education. Inti secretariat na ya tia eno wo ho ana eno no house yenya eyede na yenya free SHS secretariat plus Ghana Education Service. Difference bend the wo. Say wobɛtumi akyerɛ me mu a ɛno no yɛ me question a mepɛ sɛ mebisa ɛna koko no a ɔka ho asɛm no nso ɛno so mɛba so ba ayi yɛfrɛ ne sɛm bibi te sɛ unemployment wɔ Ghana no ɛduru baabi a yɛ ana me no saa statistics no mehyɛ da nye ntom papa because Ghana hɔ no menim sɛ na ɔmu si yɛ no sɛ hwan mu ne yɛ classify ɔmo so ɔmo yɛ employed ne for na yɛ unemployment no meaning unemployed no meaning because hɔ kɔ hɔ a duru kurom a wohu sɛ obia wɔ kurom hɔ yɛ adwuma obia yɛ adwuma wotumi hu sɛ wobɛfa station obia tɔn adeɛ wei yɛ sei wei obia yɛ bibi but I don't think sɛ Ghana aban saa statistics no ɔmutumi record ɔmu nyina because at the end of the day no ɔmo ne employment office for ho yeah you register be or ton baby at the end of the day you bet my record by 15%, bet my record 10%, bet my can say 1% of Ghanaians in any juma because instead of the proper way of control those people no at the end of the day no yeah na me sharp percentage no mobile no there because me gidi na me boa me nyintum sa me hu na because your friend is say juma no ebia de omo ya abanya juma nkwa na omo de ana teacher for police for any only few people na say yetimi record say nipa 14% na nya juma that means about nipa omo ya juma ya how many percentage percent e Ghana population nkwala wom any omo ntimi under 18 no so omo wom etutimu say na just nka nipa bebre na ya juma but at the end of the day, nobody who said Ghana, no, you say government payroll, people more so you pay nipa 1 million pay. Yes, we hear 30 million. If you to me say, na say nipa 30 million penny ya Ghana, or mu ye juma 1 million penny ya juma, komano, enti mi nru baby ya wono. Nipa ni bebre ya juma, but ya can say aban betumi asese ama omo proper aye, odo omo atu rules so ama yetuma register omo say omo ye juma. Because never no be wo ho a omo hunu se eno no omo mfre na adwuma omo mfre na se adwuma na omo ye no eno no ye adwuma because eno ye adwuma bi a omo a ne fa kwan bi so ye omo ye ne black job nti ameno omo percentage no de me nyintum papa because ye ne a good record bi a wo ho nti je so omo ba kire mu ye na omo ma ye hu hwan mo na ɛyɛ adwuma ne hwan mo na ɛnyɛ adwuma ɛno na metima agye atom
tuba yes so na say omo massage figures to please the government na
oh no we dey crowd them come for government no but me tell say government no mum the responsibility is so be hyehyɛ ne ma yama yanya labor officer nkofo betima register wo ho ma yahu se o munya adwuma because Ghana ho kɔ hɔ a wobɛhu se we ton kala wele we ton broni wa we ton handkerchief all those people you know yan record o mo te se o mu ye adwuma nti da bi e ma ohu se ayese Ghana na obi anya adwuma wo ho but sankofo nyina so wobɛkɔ site yesi dan obi yesi dan wo ho ehi na onya sika otonton ne ma bi sa ne ma na otonton no on consider na ho so o ye adwuma wo man no enti aban no kra no instead nka obeye proper friend saying policy be no demand your tax no aban boka was away no me da bia me ka ho asem say okọ especially carpenter for money na mura mu ye friend saying carpentry work no mo board dan so bi mo bo ceiling ni na se for no they don't pay anything to the government and the internal revenue for any unemployment statistics no your friends no more yet. It's all tenancy no don't be proper way be an answer on bit my policy be a bit capture the whole people. Now we be kakrabiano. The entire winya jumano. Be catch now bank introduce sa ye have policy tell winya juma yetimi ma usikane na sefo no. Eba sa no a ebe mani pone tax. Say adimu who say Scan would try to hold. At the end of the day, so near Juma, a bit mad and upon a home be cacraman. And by a honor, Yayana say, Branabit young quantity, a more be Tambi or try so base keep soon to happy because on per se be who's all camano. And so you are recording it is or ye mem or ye citizen. Ain't we are men of percentage no more year no honor there. May for me. Media 14% no America said also it does mommy because ni poor me juma Ghana also me na say am call Ghana in fact all man hu nipa bia o na mho a wonye hwe obehu obi twi truck okoto akonya wo ha obi di ye friends prague aba na ana ba kon de sen motokia na wa be fa na de ko se kan go fo nyina mo ye juma anti abane na aka so be putu niema into order na what me ahu omo na wa record omo e ba sa ahia unemployment rate no e do 14%. So na me peda me kire
Ejapinawa.
yes sir.
Baba dia metimi abem kakra. Me won say offer me be na me say that be metimi aye. I point where a raising a very, very good point. You name the actual number of people are Muye Duma wa Ghana. And so Okwa Obia a Duma. Very good. Now, how do we solve this problem? A Krumhan Moana Bridge Ubia Ohobia or national insurance number. I had me a friend national insurance number. And through which, and you to me edited your taxes from everybody.
That's right.
And now, and also na so being ye juma abano so money then unemployment benefits.
That's right.
Until set time, say people like Baumia will come off of their high horses, digitalization, to put in proper measures, proper quantifying measures to say, okay, Akwalabia we di a 15 or 16 biano, ya bemani national identification number no. That will not work. When they say this is what you bet to me the but these leaders are not thinking.
That's right.
Omabe screw breaching so the brain you had more implemented for how long Nanado has been president for 8 years? More yet 10 no. It doesn't work the way this thing works.
That is a year Juma sir.
Well, 10 and year Juma to say the way a national insurance in Akwalani as soon as Akwalani be 17, not you're posting a national insurance brand now 14. I don't know which age, but between 15 and 17, Akwalani a national insurance number. And that everywhere he goes follows him to time ubewu.
That's right.
Inti ya chichiri mana mumma paying for na this some of these things should reach them. Akwa we are a friend as in Subwati or konenam a labor then works and housing. Then a policies now we implement here have an effect on the citizens. The citizens to me call winning. We talk about informal sector a lot. Our economy is about 75 to 80% informal. How do we gather all of these people under the tax threshold? Then you bring in that national insurance number. Oh, but you see, 10 no. Just a beer, me kwakota asase near me here 10. Until then I'll go and do a 10. Nobody at the end of the year, nobody writes to me and say, oh, I need to file my taxes. You see, we are not doing things properly. We are not, honestly. na me Jeff did mama why. Just
me
coping.
that say me
Okay.
that say
Said
bottom.
you can say we share you know kana almost say in the same vein, you know, a nipa 440,000 and they joining the labor force, you know, between 2023 quarter one and quarter three, no, of which more than 60% were employed during the period. And so across a regions, you know, yeah, Eastern region, Bono East, Oti and Upper West, and recorded unemployment rates lower than the national rate. Almost say to the beer, Obu said they can unemployment rate it me from not because in conform you you more. Obu wakoshe juma no when you be no wapen baby atana. Into omo a unsa de na recording Obu call labor office e be Kumasi asafo. Na o se me near juma e record ko we be near juma. Later na also maybe ma no mo yi within the frame. So that's it. Into obi na America create me basa. And then Obu call they say be obi akopɛ juma be wo nya. And then so no say unemployment ma conform be 1%. Then just say be a sanity. 40.7% in ABN Kofua, Omukra Bikran, Aqua, Coped Mamunya, and almost they forget it. This is the Omunko Hobby. But and Kofua in the end, they don't believe in some of the statistics. I did say it would be a massaging to favor a buying on because at the end of your Ghana statistics, also coach a buying. Now you say your results require favor and in favor, you be free, you be free. That's what I say. Until 40.7% now because unemployment, you know. Ebi cry na your best 50%, but now you do this. Ebi so say the make parameters boy ye year for mu and na ama on so abasa.
Bombardie. Me the money there too from party. This and America say this so much let me say type of people bank because the Ghanaian na year kadia 50% in na 14% to America say also because the me the money cry hwini pa me hu omo krom na me hu say obia ya adwuma country a growth say for example me call Ghana me si Accra and am kromu me beda Accra nipa bia ni ho me hu ni so ote ho kwa ote akonwa so just like that amanyunajo you see them moving here and there they are working bit more tongue your friend is saying cassette bit more tongue ayigo more tongue look all these things you know but how many people na ye carpenter for Ghana omoko carpentry work to carpentry shop say omopa adwuma na eno no omopa adwuma e call labor office ho ana nti labor office no e wo connection to those carpentries no omo Ghana no ana it is all say nipo omopa adwuma wo honda bi wa so te suba fom a eno ye only few people like omopa office adwuma ye journalists or call radio station bi say opa adwuma these are only few people enti the me try say abai mom na emfa ne mangu fom kama so the name gu fom kama na eno na bottom kasa na obo bibi so digitization we don't need digitization before we do this me what the Ghana mama ne say me record obi because ye was census ye was statistics ye nim ye population ye wo enti say population num ye hu carpenter for do aye wo ye hu mason for do aye wo ye kokuro bi aso at least sunwa ye original office wo ye beti mama district assembly na ye sa adwuma we easy e wo sunwa krom ye ko nkura na ase assembly man wo ho secretary wo ho ye beti ma capture obi o ye adwuma bia these people we are talking about sankofo no na ye hwe omo ko omo afuo mu a omo so kra bono they are not interested to go and teach because we need teacher dey nti ono ko na afuom de oba enti sankofo we nyina ye consider almost unemployment or unemployment account no sankofo no ko afuom ba da bia adwuma na oye no je say obi empia ne country no ya fa ne so ono onye adwuma these people they work afisi omunya income enti ye hono
This let's look at this 40.7 that doesn't and can compare 2% because to you there will be most of people are Ghana no do do na ejuma. And yes
you
na
see
opasa
sana pesa make about percentage there say almost even 1% to cry for me no me satisfied yes be our doors one because me funny say na no omo ye den nyaye because all her system no e wo ho no you can't get any percentage say we mu ye adwuma na we mu nya adwuma in any case one ayi a friend is a barometer be a what they ato ho a utimi take hunu say krom ma ye we te say Spain ha ye we obi ada soro obi owo krata bia o te krom ha bia no omunim no nti onya adwuma esese okote number bi a ekita wonsam na sa number na ode call unemployment office no omo na hu se a wonya adwuma ese etua oka na omama wa process oniama e ya sha se e pay o kosi so wo benya adwuma. That is how it works. Eti se ufri babia bana sa fe no waba krom ha mo no wawura ha mo no kra no a o record wo your friend is saying custom iPhone omunsam amomo hu se wawura ha for purpose ben ono nkan kure hu because o ba ha bechi ai obedi 2 weeks wasan ko nti ye record unemployment ya ye mfa wo nka ho because o nte ha Ghana no je wawura mu je otimu dada je oyi adwuma ene de onya adwuma no how we yetimi differentiate omo na ye wi aye this percentage you have to ho say enipa 14% point something percent it is all say ya massage amana favor abano woni abana ni ni na wo ka say omo do so I say like o pese o ma o sign a favor abano so eti dem pese me tell me no me who the reason why any why you move fast yes man because Ghana ho no nipo mu ye adwuma dɔso na mum minim criteria o mo de check and na make ho asem say e dey no mo de check how the o mo timi hu say we ni nya adwuma na hefo ne hefo na o mo for mo say o mo ye employed in unemployment so and is na make am asem aquí puede ser eso porque as I'm not make up one sem. Yes, I ban a massage man no because if say be favor abana there a bit my possible. Emo or more general or modi bunis I say ABR yeah ni party ni see ni yeah for me no yeah see me there made me money who Emma say omo nye ne ma tiama aban kra no first of all oboka and at the same time so no amanfo ebo no kwadu say onye ne ma yi omo nya adwuma nye ne ade
yo and almost ka say adwuma enkofo ni adwuma more urban areas cities and bigger towns in the same rural areas no and baby a enkofo ni adwuma pa ye greater Accra region
and what's that
Ashanti region and more unemployment rate higher than the national region.
Eti baba de asem na America no
e na wo de woni so edwuma.
That's right asem na America no eno na apie wo ha no unse kuro no a eso te nkran no majority of them per office work na aye omo mpe farming because ho yenye farms ho ni porting kran bi o ko pa adwuma bi ano afa ne curriculum any ni school certificate say o ko pa adwuma aye wo or say Kwame despite radio station eti okona ya amfano a eno no show appear wo paper no so ti amman kran enya more record wo ho Kumase so ye the next city I wo ho ntu kokro even bono kra ye kan okosunwa ya obehu so obenya bebre ba ko me kro mu so me a unhu bi wo ho because ho bi ani wo ko pa adwuma bi a ho teacher ni bi obekọ ho bi aban na post nu ntu obekọ no ye na adwuma dada so eti no there no proper checks records papa bi ani ho and we don't know the difference between the okopo adwuma ni the oye adwuma ni the onya adwuma because obekọ akura na to no carpenter ni wo ho ye adwuma but no yen consider ne so oye adwuma because onye monthly work aban pianeka asani pa no ojisika so ho eti na make ho asem say eniama your friend is say ye adwuma pe no me dem nim say omo ye public servant kakra bi a omo ye adwuma ma apan omo ye under government any sana meka no omo kwa na Ghana no jama ye consider omo enti na ma ye nya ta percentage no but say sa so na te dey na percentage no nya dey a e betim dey ho ato so enti sana na mpese me kire bombale
na electricity asem no so a this easy for say omo koje enkofo you say service you use electricity so twia aban schools be be
obi kasa bam
obi kasa mami hwan kasa na ebem okay mami we kasa so okay
say ade
yo na yisi asem no so say yisi ade enkofo kasa ade na yisi so atan hwa ama nkofo ade ka 400,000 aban no ma 400,000 na won so de kan za do mo tran wan so mo kotwa mo ka no sisi ne ye ndey we nyina ye revenue ye lucy because Kenya ntaman ka betim da bibi ama free SH secretariat ni so sisi or the 5 million koma my main share said article no say me hu a okay what do you anti no so ho
me question about me bita free secretariat no ho na me ka say eno say no aban fa kwan bi so wia yen because
okay my main carry you see Akwantufuo Radio National Association of Graduate Teachers is advocating for the education minister to be summoned before parliament to address the recent power outages experienced in some schools across the country. This demand comes after Accra Academy was disconnected from the national power grid due to arrears totaling around 480,000 owed to the ECG. And president of Nagra said they will be enjoy to say the education minister no yedemba parliament no books as adding no munchia or moka na and we say maka James Anaba mentioned Sunyan enye Accra Academy kwa Sunyan Secondary High School so no yetwem omodeka St James Seminary e Bono region wa wukrum so so afesi and including water challenges. He believes that Parliament's intervention could lead to improvements in teaching and learning conditions in second cycle schools and blah blah blah. This said there can schools no yetwetwemu omunye kania omnukuju nti was a sector minister no. Once now we busa starting to your free SH secretary. I didn't yanka say free SH secretariat and the secretary no mum na enko. Once entina ka say duplication and triplication say can ho asem no. Ade free SH education bia no under Ministry of Education.
Ministry of Education.
And so we are creating another sector. Ebi new OSP, CID, Iwoku at the end of the day is OSP no
I don't know.
You could check on the year free SH secretariat no one also always 5 million not a Minister of Education also over here.
Okay. On that Obadi, once and back, what mechanic Debiana said. In fact, Intina Debia Mimi Baha, I will be back. I say, oh, Modi Debiana Mutina NDC MPP. Say, I understand so because these are the people or more buya mine no Mukusubu. It's your master money because you say being a third personality, be a third political party or bebom. Look, I'm a more no able Sam, a baby baswa, who said it. In fact, corruption non name pempens for city. Any quire or more fast or as I said near us or would be rearing. Then answer more money, D. Binumuntido. A man go for be free, say. Sa chrono de a grad for chrono dear normal. But no chrono be a chrono, dear what Jimmy Riao, any day near to Riao will be a Riao. Oh, because Sanema we a question, Mekrano, I don't know, if a name I'm already using a mamma today. Set Mati say, yes, ye Pia Ghana Airport Company, Ghana Airport, ye chomu light muda. A grass sports stadium and anwada, ye stop football. Ewa Accra Sports Stadium. Ema ye kobo concert wo ho. Eho no na sa na kada ho nanka emponu me nana bodu adwoa. E na o ka se ono owo na mponji bia oton no. Odwan no wo ni dwan bia oton no 300 because owo ka 300 nti se wa nya obi obeton no 300 na onton da. Enti me nana kra no ye good economics chamber wo mia because otimi calculate ni ka and also on abo no the same nti onton wie nika wakire wa mani page football ball e wo stadium o kobo concert agisika na o work 400,000 and I say o work minimum sports stadium ho na kada ho a mo so light the ball concert no wie montimantu ya sa aka no sika na moji ye no entimantu ya sa aka no football no so ankoso onza entinka nyansa ni nimdie wo nipa mu anyame de adua mu a ye no ye hunu se mo na mo wo nyansa bebira ye yi mu se mu ni ye ni medie kedru ba binum se ya na mo de bi ato ho na mama ye hunu se ekofo ye de yentumi mo mu no omo abomoden na de ba kwa ye me ya ne se enemre niam e koso a enye no edo so che de na e wo hodada nenso nipa be ba betra fidie so aka se John Mahama time we happen ye na enka un consider se John Mahama times had ne happen ye mpunti ma John Mahama ye to obati ane se nka kwa brane mra no meye de yi wa ma na onye ni ye enendo ye ka na wo so sande John Mahama de na ba nkantai edo wa bia na ebidum wo ho anye Ghana na ye ebia ye pani yi mum ye per se like kodaki ni suban e wodi mu ni say madam fo ne asimasi ono na bibi we hye ne nsa oye ni onye ni ye kura no amintimi nka na nka de owo ho so be kan yiwo ne e wodi e kan wane tum na ya ye hunu bone no ye nka nka da wo be hunu papa no na wa kan no so but no o defend bone no because sa light ya akọ ama ne ye twitwe schools St. James kura de eno so ye me won kakra de se ka beda ho ye twame bia omon check sa ECG for no so ye because St. James ye ayi for school a Roman for school yeah eno no de under government de nanso Roman fathers kura na kira de ho mo enti omu de omu control sa school na nkasa enti se su se kenko ade anga meka se nde ya ban but St. James de a Roman for there aban teacher for home aban ne tue omo ka ne ade nanso eye Roman for ne control school no enti e me won wa say atumi aya bedu to the stand say ye twa omo lighting enti e bia na problem no so wo ECG for no omo antimi an calculate omo ne ma ne ye na omo koye recalculation na omo hu say sa e ka bi wa kira ama omo aboka sa de yintimi nkire e bia beginning no na sunya an kasa nso no majority ni nyina no ye use your friends prepaid ha ukoto na wa be use nti minim se school no so omo minim horo system there in fact yes as nwan krom there majority ni
schools no wa be friend bulk meter bulk meter na meter so ema schools nje go schools no ultimate bill na prepaid na nti no omo the bulk meter hold there you pa so much can say can say you know
nti no what
it is a deeper 2,000 class students and use university can was mean your mom bulk meter and be under the call you know it is a on back some number baby no much charge a buy it na because one said they can yet me blue school but no your service now so called can added what now ama obi ade 400,000 and I said they can political interference say oh ja ye betwia and I used to say abansins won't mean ye and be na me say aban na we crop ye ne kitchen mo uko ministry so crowd and ye de billions ministries one look at muntia and you know parliament yes e go fund the car but add what say ECG kwano ECG CEO no yes say someone no be chim de nti adenti na wetumatra wa ma e kan wa dey enkofo ntwa no be chim ma yin say e bia say na etime erase any doubt in the minds of the people it be no ye na face wa manamenko eye
etina me ka say mi nim senti kwan omo fa so gigi omo electricity e wo man no mo a parliament ho ankasa so no mo tima de ka bebre sa e ha de a enka me ka bebre sa nse mi ntimi ntua no once ntimi metwa me light mu sa manenye because me made ka sa na ma council na me di tue sika no na se nka ye nipa kakra bi mpo enye problem but once aye the whole country sa na de ye incident a free or more ECG for no nto mo ntimi twitwa light mu sa na so ni nyina no se ukomu at the end of the day you will ministry a education so you will ministry so a parliamentary affairs you will ministry or sports so and these people no and say almost tna ho akosi say obi ade omo ka basis abre na omo so omo nim kwan be so na omo fosu ya no kwan and die na ya ministries no omo ye e die na omo ya apart from say omo kwa ambul your friends say serin didi omo anim ni omo achi no apart from that na ediam pa na sa ministry ni omo ntimi check omo ho yie me ha say no say manti bi wo ya anteme a light bill second ya anteme light bill me am from obi so omo say die na ekoso me ya anteme say de be ya na say me de kapa through be 500 euros na me 1000 na me ntua ya say me mo mo te say me ntumi ntua no once ntimi ntwa me light no sum e ma ne nyi because utwamu a me ntimi na sum mu enti za nkwa no na sum mu school mu ho na wo so why free education office wo bu my papa but eniama bi wo ha just simple as ABC but obi ka say just a digital bamu ansa na why when I say a digital way ansa na ya juba light bill na won tua no so just a digitize ehia Ghana card enti aban no se so ye niema yi bomba de me pese me kaso so a cocoa smogre wa hu eno ye one factor ama Cote d'Ivoire da bia o mu lead Ghana cocoa production because o mu no ye to cocoa no mu a Omo modern say omusika no was ro kakra no omo atunu kakra nso. Nti Ghana fo no omo do afuo wo Cote d'Ivoire border na de. Majority nyina de be Cote d'Ivoire. Ankada say ya buy say watuma na amanfo keka no ha nyina ye twa so nyina. The watumi ya ede na nka yenya shortage na ye koko so fa nyina kodi friend is saying other place because sa francophone no music no was rich in cities. Enti say ye tumu a oba the price na nkasa mo a ene Ghana de no enye peda. Nti obe demarcation line no a eno ane say otama no de awura ho. Na wakoton ama na Cote d'Ivoire produce more cocoa than Ghana. And yet, afuo no de omo no nchen yo. Majority of farmers no crop free Ghana na Cote d'Ivoire afuo no. Etinka ye cocoa de ye obi. But enam se kwabra ne nye ne niema right nti no. Uhu se aban bi ba ye produce more cocoa, aban bi ba ne ye produce less. That same cocoa no. And afanso nyina ye de to galamsey. Enti aban am nya ne niema ye di adabia sa ne man ever happen. Eti mami nya obombade na o de later besan ba mu bio. I think say me ya ye bi se kakra ti no. It I say. Ofu from bra.
Alex Lamutin can abi wa Bama so.
Yeah, bombarded. Yeah, I didn't say.
Are you?
Well, what can we do? I'm trying to.
You
write
can do
things
something.
up.
Do something before you die.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah,
when you were young, you were singing to JJ. Now you say what?
me singing to JJ. Me, I never got involved in that rubbish they call.
Where were you at that when JJ? Where were you at that time?
I was in Accra.
What as a student?
Yeah, I was there as a student. I never got
Eh,
involved in those
And
days.
but your dad did.
No, we this is rubbish. Me, I didn't go involved. All the cars.
You can deny it, but I know all that time it was unanimous. JJ, do something before
It
you even
wasn't
Kukuba
unanimous.
can testify.
Bombarded. It wasn't me. I never participated in their CDR, PDC, all those rubbish. Look, I remember in front my road. Those days there was a major road in front of our house from Zongo Junction, the original one, the one at Kanishi area. The road in front of us going to Russia. That road is what divides Ablekuma constituency and Okankwe constituency. If you cross our road, you go into Okankwe. If you come back, you go into Ablekuma. Now, because Accra, they say it has expanded, it's all part of Ablekuma now. And that road was a major road. Bombarded. When you stand on our wall, you see everything going on. And some of the things some of us saw, I saw in front of me. We used to have a popular supermarket called Fred and Sons. That was where, when they were doing rationing, they used to queue to buy provisions and so on in front of me like this. Somebody's eyes were burst. No, I mean nasty scenes. Bombarded. Okay, let's go on. What is the day? What is the topic of the day? I've heard you discuss unemployment rate and all those things.
It's 14.7 for the first 3 quarters last year. Do you believe that?
No. Me, I don't believe any figure they churn out in Ghana. It's not credible. Because Bombarded, what type of employment were they measuring? What type? Is it seasonal unemployment or mainstream unemployment or what?
Nothing will mention just the Ghana labor statistics and Ghana statistical service
I don't
for the
believe
last
all
year. And
what
440,000 people were added.
Yeah, but you see, I think the last bit you people were discussing was why ECG sat down and they didn't, their customers accumulated a lot of debts like that. You see, Bombardier, when the way we are, sometimes if I want to use the word management to describe things going on in Ghana, it pains me. Because what we are doing home is not management. We are doing administration. The way the Igbo people brought to us. Oh, where is the file? Oh, call this one. Oh, that is what we are doing. We are doing administration from the presidency up to the messenger or the clerk. I'm sure up to now we still have messengers and clerks and so in the ministry. That's why when you go to any ministry, you will see the chief directors, a lot of files piled on them. They are not doing anything. They are not planning. They're nothing. They just pushing files. Bombardier, the ECG boss, was he not appointed by Akwantufuo? That guy was just walking around somewhere.
The president appoints all
something Mahama.
I mean Samuel Mahama.
Exactly. Bombardier, look, when this guy was going around with soldiers to go and collect money, my usual word, Bombardier, you know it. Is this approach to managing debt sustainable? For how long can they take police or soldier to go and harass people? Are they still doing it or they've stopped? Bombardier, these things happen because every Tom, Dick, and Harry is given a post, is given a position, not because of what they can deliver, because the person is a political party foot soldier or contributed to the party, but not what they can do. Bombardier, look, I've worked in, well, let me just illustrate. The NHS here in the UK here, okay, one of the criteria for assessing their performance is what we call better payment practice. And they have a code for it. Better payment practice code. And this one is one of the criteria they use to assess every NHS organization. When auditors come and so on, they look at that. And that better payment practice code is how many days does it take you as an NHS, either a trust or foundation trust or whatever, you use to pay your suppliers? Simple. Oyibo has found a simple solution. They can fail you on that. Because UK here, the payment term is 30 days. So if you are taking 45 days or 60 days to pay, it means you are not managing that function well. It goes against you. Bombardier, you see, when we talk of people who have no clue, they don't know what the whole thing is about. Just come and make noise. Simple solutions. So big problems, but you use simple solutions to solve it. But Bombardier, you need to have experience on some of these things. You need to be exposed. You need to have exposure to some of these things before you can implement it. But profile this Mama, what was he doing? Fine, if he's engineer, fine. Why is he not doing the engineering bit? But look, most of the people, you know, when Professor Frimpong Boateng was appointed that role, look, the man was too technical. And he was caught by the managerial aspect of the whole thing. I met him on the platform and I told him, I have his phone number now. After I asked him 2 questions, he told the guy to give him his number. I told him that, look, we all respect him. His level of expertise is not something he could have used to dabble in these things. Playing with children, people who don't have a clue. Look at the people who were insulting this man. Do you understand? But he pitched his skill set in the wrong thing. So, Bombardier, we are not addressing our problems. We simply because the people at the helm themselves, they don't care. Akufo-Addo, Bawumia, Kenoforeta, these are not what they are interested in. How to make money is all what they are interested in. Because some of these things, it is the finance minister who should roll these things out, and the education minister will implement it, or all the people involved. Because this is all part of finance. When we say financial management, this is all these things are about. Because it's the finance minister who prepares budget for all of these departments or ministries. So how is he controlling these people? And if the education minister is clever or whatever minister is clever, when they go to their cabinet meeting or they go to, these are some of the things they should be discussing, because the disgrace falls on all of them. Do you understand? Look at it. I was telling you this thing yesterday. Bawumia has created his team. He's created his team. And the implication is that they are all supposed to work as a team. When there's a failure, is it not on the team or is it one person? Akufo-Addo's government, are they not supposed to work as a team? Now that they failed, they are exempting Bawumia as he's not part of it. What sort of rubbish is this? Only stupid people or sycophants can buy into this rubbish. You are supposed to work as a team, and the team has failed. They say this one is not included. This Bawumia campaign, when they fail, who is he going to say is not included? Bombardier, yesterday I gave you assignment to find out who is the mate. Have you found out? Because when they fail, they will blame the mate. But Bombardier, our approach to what we are doing in Ghana is not to find solutions. Do you understand? And now we are using ID card as our solution. This afternoon, I was reading one newspaper called Metro. And what I came across, I was quite surprised. You know, UK here, they abolished ID card. Bombardier, you know when? 1952. This card that we have and we are jumping, this card that we have that has made Bawumia like a space scientist. These people they stopped using it, they banned it 1952. And now we are jubilating. Something which is not what a whole vice president should concentrate his energies, his whatever on. That is what he's doing. People are jumping. Sycophants, they are just jumping, hailing him, a hero worshiping him. This stupid thing, ordinary thing like this. So, Bombardier, these figures be the figures, our people just use figures for their own convenience. Who told you our unemployment rate is 14%? Who? Hello, Bombardier, are you there? Hello?
Yeah, listening to you. Continue.
Yeah, do you believe our unemployment rate is 14? Look, unemployment rate in Ghana is over 60%.
I quite remember Bawumia himself said that he doesn't believe the data that comes from the Ghana Statistics Service.
Look, our unemployment rate is over 60%.
Mm-hmm.
At Bombardier. Because, okay, are there not the people telling us that tax burden only falls on the public service or the public servants? Are there not the people who tell us this? And what is the ratio of public servants in employment to the whole population or the people looking for jobs? And Bombardier, where and how did they get this unemployment figure? In serious countries, they have employment centers, and they use the people who register there, or they have.
That's what I said. We have the labor offices in Kumasi. I know we had it at Asafo. That's why I was planning to Benoit that people go there. Even as I speak now, people go there as masons. They'll be there. Even when people want a mason, they'll be there. So sometimes they register that they don't have employment. So they collate all of them and they do their own thing. And that's why I was saying that some people have gone there. Sometimes it happens even here. So people go looking for job. If they don't have it, then they will be taken out of the data. So you can have the employment rate going as low as even 2%. It doesn't mean that just only 2% of the population are unemployed. It's more than that, but some have just they have gotten fed up with their unemployment, chasing employment they're not getting. So, and also if you don't, those who register are the ones that they deal with. If you are home, you say you're unemployed, the government will not be able to know. So after doing all these things, and I was saying that there's also a political factor. Even as Baumia said, he doesn't believe, because when Mama was there, they brought this kind of unemployment, and Baumia said it was too low. So he doesn't believe. He has gone to the market. Baumia said that he has gone to the market, to Malamata market and all things, and he knows that unemployment can be that low. And that was about 10 years ago. So we are facing the same thing. So Abe, what makes our data in Ghana, what that people don't have confidence in it? What causes that?
Bombardier, the sources of data, the way we collect the data is not, the sources are not defined. Bombardier, the reason I wanted to interject with you, Bombardier, you made mention of labor office. Have you seen any labor office in Ghana? When was the last time you went to any labor office in Ghana? No, show me where there's labor office in Accra. When I go, I'll go there. I remember those days, years ago, there used to be a labor office, but that one around the ministry. Yeah, if you go there, what are you going to find there? Labor office? Show me where there are labor offices in Ghana. So they gathered this information from labor office. Where? Which labor office? The Ministry of Employment or where? Bombandi, we don't have any designated labor thing. We don't. If we have, show me. Look, if you show me and I go to Ghana, anytime I'll go there several times to go and find out. Because when I go to Ghana, these are the places I go. The last time I was in Ghana, I went to the Ministry of Finance 3 times.
I'm saying that you can go to you have Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations. I remember when
the ministry is not the labor office.
No, listen to this. I remember when Akwantufuo came and he was having this meet the press, and they wanted to find out the number of people who have been employed. And at that time, Bafo Ignatius Bafo, he was there, but he couldn't tell how many people have been employed.
Oh, so Bombardier, everybody, are you telling me that all unemployed people in Accra should go to the ministry? If you are in Medina, you come to ministry. If you are in Sokotosi, you come to ministry. Is that what you are telling us? There is no single labor office, maybe Kumasi, fine. But Accra, I can tell you, apart from the ministry office, where you can, if you go there, who are you going to ask? That I'm looking for a job? We don't have such points. We don't have. And the people at the helm are so stupid that they are not even thinking of these things. That is not what that is not their concern. That is not their worry. Because when you make efforts, if let's say we have 10 labor points where people can gather, then the government will see that, yeah, these people are serious, these people are unemployed, and that will isn't spare them on. But we don't have that. They don't even make any effort to collect these things. So where did they generate this information from, Bombardier? They went to Makola to ask people, are you employed or are you not employed? Is that what they did? How did they get the information, Bombardier?
53.
Pardon?
Abe, you end it here, then we can come another time.
No, do you have an idea where they collected this information?
I know that is the labor office. Apart from that, I don't know where any place else.
Which labor office? In Accra or Kumasi or Takoradi or where?
All the areas it's a constitutional mandate, so they have in all the 16 regions. I told them in Kumasi or Ashanti region, you'll find it in Asafo. Yeah.
Bombade, it's not true. This one I can cut. Apart from the Ministry of Employment, there is no labor office, at least as far as I know, in Accra. Apart from the Ministry of Employment, there is no labor office. Bombade, me, where I grew up, Zongo Joshi, we used to have a big district thing there. We used to call it, we call the whole place Tankasilai. We used to have some of these district offices there. Do you understand? And it would have been a very easy place for such an office to be located there. But they don't have such a thing. They don't have such a thing.
Accra, go to the ministries, you find the labor office. You can go to the regional labor office. It's at 66 Gamal Abdul Nasser Avenue, Accra. If you want to go to Tema, you can get it at the what do you call it? The Tema also has it. You remember the Tema is regarded as another jurisdiction on its own, so you can get it at yes, Tema right now.
So what service do they provide?
All over the place. I mean,
what service do they provide? Bombade? What service do they provide?
What do you think they provide as a labor department? What do you think?
I don't know. Do they help people find jobs? Bombade,
no, is that you go there, you can tell them that you did the job. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Bombade.
Let me put it on the side for now.
No, put on the website.
Abi, let's continue our because we don't have to today. We have
so
10
look, all the figures they've sent out are rubbish.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Okay, Abi,
I'm yeah, okay. So you go on.
Very much. That's Abi for you. Let's go to Albert. Offerbody Baswakasa. Offerbody Bamaso. Okay, Offerbody, you're ready. Akwesi Bamaso.
I drink as the Umaria.
Now, Pom say,
oh, Yamia don't we are that story beam. What do you say?
And there questions and answers. Then Opesoka, the Wati, and now Opesoka money.
Bumba. Before maybe by the end of this program, this week, and maybe try my drink a crap. Ghana Airways. Kwambes when the first way collapse here. Maybe become maybe a Friday though. Me person me who kwankra a fast way collapse here, and sikadie because so mismanagement and past governments or my ben no e dey no more e ya fa ho maybe a Friday dey me say be nyame de chair you know ye ba e be more time. The question back wa me person me kan wan sempa no na there you see bombardie sa labor I am working me baby am tea a Fairfield, right? You will be a city, no, your Fairfield city and your Fairfield township. So, sir, we need no ewo or more labor office or home. I'm not sure or how you means jobs, and also ewo honoma. Possibly no, and we a Juman kwa any would need a Jumadia on Bebwao, person we unemployment so and also koha on Bebwao. So what you say? You more can labor, you have to tema. Ghana so is not about temaning and Tankwani Takradi. So, me who be a view or ya, a be or na minya idea. Menam Okasana may check a map on Guanadia, Ubo Ghana na, a map on mount, to Abiabo Ministry of Abia Agrica, Ghana map on baby, I will be able to say, not on the location as you or that's how go a Drew CCA. Tiene de nyafina u professor ko bia wow phone obo Ghana ministry o ye ina na me bona me share location de o kan ina no kre location a woka no yɛ just tema takwane baby kakra binti Ghana kakaka we no Minister of yɛka sɛ one labor yi baby kakra bi na wɔn ɛbɛn ne yɛ obi te kasapin no nyɛ adwuma bɛde atumi hu sɛ ɔnyɛ adwuma nti that figure no me hu sɛ is wrong amanfo ani adwuma yɛ wɔ Ghana pasa dɔso bebree kwa yi ntumi nkan so because sɛ me wɔ ha yi sɛ me ni adwuma me nyɛ adwuma na me say me file for unemployment which I have never filed for unemployment dakra na automatically next year me file me taxes abani to me who say no wo then we ye adwuma February but ni na wa anya adwuma wo so one file for unemployment bia now we here then kwan best na first of all bills so these are the times enye obi na ba gina wo procha bobom say e be chew de wa ko because wa anya adwuma system na determine who say wo no we ye adwuma January February wa anya adwuma biem wo so na nka wo qualify say wo be unemployment wan kwankwaji because the ema ahano yo mu say obi nya adwuma na unemployment onya adwuma obekọ unemployment akwa fale so na ebia watifie na ohwehwe adwuma so utifie na ohwehwe adwuma ne kra no high jobs for ewo there be understand do obekọ akoye resume even Ghana for my bia mo mutina make you go there and then resume expect you posting every week bia akofim so obenya adwuma here they won't let you sit home so yen Ghana no your labor problem and I say work ethics so your problem can see pa what that sectors are obi ho say omo matimi e break it through ni de omo break it through so but omo munya hu light no so no still struggling making sure so obenya adwuma kakra ye so because me matiri ba mi ni for we le go with good first class so you're going to question cocoa board he was working at cocoa board and after yeah and SMS when you invest in Mukwa ha nyamiado esa ko betina fie so because enyuma wo ko bi adwuma obi egu no so wo busuafo amu na just say be mas you can say mismanagement it work ethics no ye gu nkura brochefo mu akọ Ghana bia enyuma so many people I think say yeah am for fact be bram bia enyuma Ghana egu it labor issue na wo Ghana ni bo ma dem say bedru ba bi wo ho de ti amani abre no say bedru ba bi no ebia wa kwetena Ghana no me say wuti fie na nkrofo aba ye be aduane adi wa ma ye be wura kitchen e be ye ntokwa ye fra abu bi lion na aduane o ye carnivore e meat na say odi enti wonya meat ni na o ye nipa na o do betware that's how God created that kind of carnivores no e meat sana nipa ye tie edru ba bi na nipa no onya aduane ni onya tade ense ontimi nko ma o ye wo be fa se kan wura fie na wa aduane onku wonya o hwebet waduane ano yire ma ye sem fridge no ma sasa de kono ma kodi that's how anyame ayeye enti a big issue edi man ye nyina say esa ye concern big concern for us so sa labor ayi fast form de be kan me no ana me kan no me nyin pum because na me ko obi o te kasapin me ma wonye adwuma no ekwan be so na be fie be hu no omo tifi omo nya adwuma no ye doso so ana omo mutimi di adwuma so eba ye kra na this government buy if you look at banks that ogu no bomba there I'm just sick in the head adwuma ye bi ni ho say obi so be amanfo be bie bank na say bi kra na krono bi ko so a ite yentimi enye hyehyeye bi na say bi a bank ne be rani look at the number of Pakosi Indian Bank ebi obi ya de bi ba Chicago ha ya Chicago mo mti Chicago be di one dance so ebi wa how GN Bank e wo Chicago e rani GN Bank kasapin na bi wo every sector every village na e one ma every ye gusa bank na ma say nkofo asa betena fie no so yes wa yen kreti adwuma bi amfa ma obi amfa nye no abena na manfo mokro no enebo ma the Ghana has become as normal young guys are doing scamming and it's normal for them I'm for bokro no and abe normal so what I say I'm for computer scamming people all over, the world, making money, buying cars, and building mansions and all that. And it's normal. But in America, yes, you bet you. So that's how the system has become.
Obviously, the 40%, the number of unemployment youth aged between 15 and 35 rose from 1.2 million to over 1.3 million. Let's say period and 1 million abeka unemployed no. Youth especially for between 15 and 35.
It's that figure is wrong.
Aha, they said yeah,
that figure is wrong. Medical catch us a bombardier. That labor, what kind of kind of say software? And I said, yeah, no, who said when you and make my board. Even my class a crampo. When I went to my craft from my university, a bit if you cocoa no yes, that's what I'm mad. That system no, that system no, and can cry and who can you and can it pack one baby I can run or more can no, of course, our ministries were. They're still having this old system computers. Nothing compact, nothing has been updated. I know this is the one. Now we have a mother Ghana ministry to Wonko. Who do you say? The ministry of one what children up. You cry. And what Phoebe Basabi like tiny. Oh, Bombardier, come on, you can do better. Oh, media, mammy, yes, I cry me booby food in the crowd. You go down here, oh, Ministry of even Ministry of Finance. I'm like, no, you go there and be like, what is going on here? People on the amount for the phone, so I said, Massa. Sabi, I brought you up money about it, yes, you can't go on. Phone, you second. And at this, I do my question, you do on my bet, oh, phone, man, for over you. You go there, nothing is working. The Bombardier, media, the American say, yeah, we're butching now, media, be until I'm bringing, yeah, we're butching now, your home bussy. Because see, I'm saying 5 years. Na also uko Ghana Bombardier and then enter first na uko Ghana uko do ana ebi aye to do etin debi na the Ghana for no no phone okita bi nti no nim de ekoni bibia obetete wa me say wanda no anadwona wasana akoye line ya de seka gina wo so onku se ebi a wo ya bibia na wo utira anya ye na yakobo obi pa bia wanu wi wa heda obekun ope wo phone akoton Wadiane na why she free now no mo yiri jollof obefa kodi wo de asem se me bo a record day say yan tu nyama yi ama nkrofo anya adwuma anye na nkrofo kakra bi se ye betena so ene na ma galam say ni fight no say no nipa no anya adwuma anye na ohunu se gold so sha okotu a anya de office bia o me mfa ho ni nsu a mesai oni sa adwene no but e bia menya 50 million bi so etimi de ahwe me ma school metimi de ayese ya wudi ha gro be kun I'm saying site. Who now you be watching? These are the things are because of yen perceive adrenal aye juma. So yen perceive but much break which is a young guy we can West chicken man one ye. Now young guy ba quite me arazi at my anya franchise now. It tells you say Senka I buy a malona, but no. Bank say what we say whom you know. So say ye nimwa. Yeah, Mount Busiana. Yes, you take away. Me never for my baby restaurant. Check my me cotton check. Me person mechanic business once. Need business. Yes, I call for my pet or call credit union. Papa, ya pek a card man or ya bishim. But again, I'm here, Mount Agriculture Development Banker. The primary purpose of that bank it is to be a for. Can I me call ya me cocoa? But you mako pam me libres for in every. I must make out unemployment. But my mean, can I? Mako pam munina. Some time it throw. Coco no say as for me kwaya coco no so ye me was an political mode ma pam so eti de me can say cut those banks ni na senke boa na ki etimi say yen kunan na ki etimi yakua ni ye no sika efri ni pa nko sa afuo ni sika e ba no it doesn't make sense even kwa de coco ho asem kwa de majaka o de coco ndo mo busuafo no mo mfa de o betima ni ye no ye because onyansa bia ni mbomba unyo sika me makana ha Nyambua Sunday say me kwakwa Jimmy Sika because me no I don't make one for so the I know on say be cancel. Yes you because Ghana I walk no. Wow, unim nyansa so person bua na e bia person eja u kresi bibi na you know. Yeah best abotajo na ya oh masa yeah best go adwuma sisi ya. Nyansa bia nim. So o wan yin mo na so wan yin baba be kan. Yeah be go adwuma sisi ya. So enti ene o tia na ene obodi no. Say the Isaac kan no. What dibi. So unya do we take back sikani dibi because enkrofo no mu go no mo soro no ministers ni we mu nyina no enya na so mo boaye so nya so mo boaye tina me de maka o me de me so maka o me call ye first time I call Ghana na etu hye me ho me be do e ma e ba sam say no mo yam me free mo ya wo matum na makwatro bi ma na ma ba de ade na say etu hye me ho because ye wo hana na no kuma Ashanti region boga work aka krabi no retire New York yakoto 22 kuno no all pay na your phone ya fa ne phone ni sika ewo no $1,000 bi yakuni pona to atwene kwa ana one ten is a bomba yakun ko Ghana no yakun kwa yakun to atwene kwa boga say yakun mo last year bomba de check media minister start media de mahu na minim kra no boga say yakun mo last year minim say 10 me mahunu bia o ma ye ho interview de me say boga 10 no mo ko Ghana o ma biem ni nyina so ye robbery ni show shootings ni we abusuafo because nipa no what you wonya bibia anye so aban no obiamfa obia ho but your high resources are there okay almost me anya comparison now ba be bobosia no ti dabia no yempanifo no bo bomba de yi question abo de me di manu si no enti mpanifo ni timi interest hu se ade na bomba de dabia na makọ bomba de so bomba de me so nyame mfa sa ma me modi ja so na umma me 2000 bi na ebia me mfa anye there's nothing wrong with it we are saying ya ho be kiro but bomba de se koye continuously na dabia na mabo bomba de bomba meka no aje kokon na mpese ya ope 200 bi ma me na bomba de ya ma me bomba we de me sere wo me phone bill $50 me sere wo mo me ti for better say na wo ti die pa na dabia no wo di ma ba be ye bank anti utimi ti unim nyansa ba bisa bomba na de na dabia me ba ha utimi nya bi ma me die na wo ye na bomba de aka chem say kwasi me adwuma me ya kwetwa me $1,000 but ebia mitimi sie bi abrofo no ni sika wo chie iti na dabia na yaye na loan ni abeti loan ni abeti loan ye ji abomba de ti do dru Ghana pa na ebisa senti loan pa ya kwaje loan no de ne de no development bibia ni wa ekoso so ana politics yi omudi we na betima ye we na betima aye we na betima aye say we na kwasasem sa ti Ghana enche bia no adane Banana Republic obi aye de ope police ni chewa o chewa opeska wi ma na wo se o ka no akotwa obi ti ene demo se wakokun obi na odi na kwaji se drug bi na hwemu o ko wasem ko duru court na wiska eno se connection wakotwa na o ko these are the things that obi anya experience in Ghana just be one person obi kan no kre and this is how Ghana is heading towards and na me kasa me de se me pa me kwa kwatra Ghana na obi kwase bia kuma to atwene kwa ni asa de makọ se cemetery baby ehwo chese utim se nkusie ni awowo ni sa debe bomba debe dipa de wu awu na emum no esa o kra no wi ne rest kama e me kama mfu bi mpeso mbeti ase because se de o minus ya yer kakra me ko ye no mi hu bi so aso bia mfa obi aho enkra nam street na ye ton ayi na minister no atwam nothing is working meanwhile we have Ministry of Children Affairs so enti bomba asam sebe o sayanto tu eni ma yie mo de asam na mo so mo kwa Ghana Isaac still yi obekọ Ghana o fa me de mi tufo yo o de ana me kan me say acheke no so de o fa Isaac ko pa acheke akokra obetena o Ghana wudi wa acheke na bo say ya ba fi o fe anya bia be sre aduane o fon ne e de ko anya ya usika bi ne e de ko o ye little mistake so ne ya attack na nya ibekun and that's how our system is equal because obi anwia enye ye because empay fo wia wo fo obi adwuma na wo fo obi ono so wia to akwaya wiewia nkwa di bomba before this week ends no check Ghana Airways mami na mate assembly won tina nem bebi sa question no na say yampa dia bomba de
article ho me de send o Ghana Airways no reading
Ghana Airways ma sana koye dia debi bomba de ara wo se mo me de enter maybe start sa question no se Ghana Airways
2011 last name na Ghana International Airlines egu 2011 ko time na mo liquid dating no ntino me the article no be send from time
me dey gu no bomba me say kwan base na airlines it me gu ya man Ethiopians wo ye nuanu Ethiopians yi say so mo na agi bibia boso Ghana Blaster yakobo me yakobo ball ani akofa Ethiopian Airlines ni akofa wo mo ni etue sika be $1 million na akokra so no kro no wo mu ehona o airline fee no ye di player we call ye ehona akra so 10% kro no to be cost o abra ebianka Ghana ye wo ya we airlines a keska no be saba na me se mate asem bi ho kro no bi pa akoso a sankwefo no so o mawu o so o ma ye den o ya miem ya so saa no in fact obo ma de kwa basa de Ghana na kese to ne so mutimi ton de maye ene ya hafo ho no ma no muton na ye to ye boda ye be ye koko wo ho no ma de ahwe ho me kwa re ke be boa every state bi Ghana no se no emfaso bi ani so anka ahafo ho no no mu de mo nkwe ye hye mfa maye ai na ye timba no ni ye kwia no akomu si ye komu ni Ghana ni bi ada because no mu ye no ho no it seems that my no maton awie so na ya MPB a minim no wade ne ba betena university so nyambo a Saturday almost University of Cincinnati African student omo ye program bi na me na medium tintimai na onu nipa odi animu no MPB o ono sa de ba to ne ba to atwene wa na me hwe ne ti kopa no bisi nya pa me fata ya pa hwi ne ti ko we are just card ba betena ha no everyone body man from just ono no be challenge me na me say masa aha de ya America o sa mu papa mo kwase asem mo de tete Ghana ho no aha no wo ye MP bakura masa eti me catch mine say program no ye yam mo na arrogant bi eni ni kasa bi na me say hey masa me de aha nya Ghana mu papa mo gimi sem no mo de ti no aha ya America se usukura usa se unim na wo gimi sem ba me so me de meteta wa me de medita be shoot ni ho Bombardier. Mate.
Opposite for Bamaso.
I drink Cassia, Bombardier.
Na pomwe.
Body at the Roma, and I'm so dear continency, Bonibia anyhow. I want the game saying that your boy rap +1 in tea.
Oh, and they say, yes, Washoka comes room, yes, or 1070, just above freezing point and yeah, and then and Muy and Tim, Moses Nunqua and Anne Marco +1 the NSA in Shankamo.
Sir,
you was a phone a Minnesota and be a year unemployment, 40.7 and youth from 15 to 35 productive age, 1 million and I account for unemployment. So, over America said the economy. The other background they have Ghana and say, "Ye kai juma no kwa ye see the 4 advance of the 440,000 account home unemployment is 1 million account home internet say your deficit ye the 440 account na the 1 million account internet say ye lose be almost be 560 or 540 the deficit need to cut the order down other background meningi Ghana the say ye can jobs na yen divide say jobs no e be health sector na increase then for corporate juma crowd and mami ko health sector no kwampo na ye employ more and I say you and not say accountable share America one ID less than 16 years omunka labor force no 101 million one juma of America 225.5 million that's 65% in juma of the age from 16 years econo and na February no juma ye de kan ho ye 353,000 which is above the national monthly average of 255,000 e ho no much you say baby adwuma ne ekono healthcare education manufacturing retail ye de ne anya ne sa ye ka about unemployment figure and ye ka about employment figure so ye ka employment e bia obi kra bia na world akran adwuma no wo nti o ye na application wo say world akran ye employ more and the kwan timi indicate because America no the inter healthcare na say every day bia 10,000 Americans in the pension into munya healthcare no so into buy a state Connecticut healthcare ne ye koko anom 10,000 or more retire so that's here or retire because America 62 qualify for social security benefits na that they open so bit matter na the higher with them no na security be money cost by your cut off point won't me exceed so it won't me indicate into who pay you me ko ha me say kutre na adwuma no other than me ko apply me ko healthcare no enti state ultimate fin New York no back Connecticut cause say healthcare no ye more nkofo bebre America for your retirement by ye de yenye ne sa ya asane baby adwuma no no say akabom 1 million ne adwuma 440,000 de ka ho which sector na sa ya no omokoye any akaba ECG so electricity so ECG so or your operation na okojeje nkofo ntwa most of them ye state owned institutions ne some of the secondary schools Accra Academy Trim ni bo St James and also Bono ne one other schools ne and the bebre nti say Minister of Education Dr. Chum ya someone for or say naga for saying someone to parliament no explain the entire or muntimi ntwia or mobiles no ebi so case say ECG CEO no so say etimi someone because say wo we service no enkofo abokato wa wankogye a afena wo hu say will be the 400,000 necessary can kinya ya ke bitimi da aye biribi foforɔ ama nipa nkɔ nsɔhwɛmu nti ɔbo so deɛ na ɔpɛ sɛ wɔka wɔ saa deɛ no nyinaa ho anaasɛ wowɔ amanneɛ nso ɔbɔ ma yɛ. Ɔbosofo kasa. Wofiri so deɛ a maame nkɔ m'anim. Wo se?
What's it?
Ai kasa.
Yeah, me da say mama ebidwafo ne etiefo. Nsensem de dɔso. Wabrubu so ma enuanum so abeka bi. Na mama emeki bibi clear wa ha say say Ghana say ye de bibi atoba omia so ama na kwakoye say ono na oka digitization na ono na oye the brain behind digitization in Ghana. Enti enye saa neti I will say yes, 30 records in the street.
Ɔboso ma no se kakra.
Okay. Apedie Omadia.
Ai
Okay. Na me ka say I will say yes, 30 records in Ghana. Oka digitization na enye baumia ena edit digitization aba Ghana. And a digitization, no, yes, like transformation of technology from analog to a digital platform, no, a digitization, no, and yeah, baumia and aba Ghana. In fact, only any significant contribution to digitization in Ghana, Mena Maker and setting the record straight. Yaka kama nitima ni de, and Ghana phone be no Dr. Digital. But in reality, no, on teaming demonstrating me, even to Ghana for say the competence and knowledge in digitization, that's even in technology, no, Baumia ain't teaming demonstrating here. And I don't know the reason why Ghanaians will be linking or associating digitization technology to Dr. Baumia. And that is a record. Obi a also on TRC and say or person or prove scientifically and technically say Baumia has the technical knowledge in transforming analog system to digital system now. Nipa nimbe prove mami. Then I can say he is the father of digitization in Ghana. Aside from that, Baumia doesn't have the technical knowledge in digital technology. Boma dia otiminka.
Tioba.
Enti enon konkoda ho. Na won say institutions are about institutions are omode electricity ECG canon. Why should it happen? And it tells you say the institutions are not working. I think that everybody knows the cause. Because if we have the institutions working efficiently, a client and as a consumer should not have such a huge debt piled up to the extent they say the only action you want to take is to disconnect the power and as to disconnect your service to the consumer. It doesn't make sense. The consumer relies on power for also business. If you are an institution and you feel say the punitive action to take when the consumers default and I say are owing your bill now and our payment now is to disconnect, then it brings the settlement now. Continuous functioning of the services supply and then the services consumption and they are paying. This is something you don't need Obosun for in this code telling somebody who is in Ghana who is being paid to make sure say institutions and the citizens are functioning accordingly. And I'm not surprised. When you have people who are sleeping on the job now, then that is what it comes. And now, you would have expected, say, Ushe Alan, one of the digitalization winner. The government sector no, is one of the key area he would want to digitize all their operations. And like ECG should be able remotely monitor consumption, monitor the functioning of devices, be able to make sure say the power network is up and running. If there is a disconnect or there is over consumption or whatever, no, we should be able to properly manage all this power consumption and supply. This is very feasible thing a serious government can achieve. But the commitment is not there, and people are not being tasked, given any target to achieve. Any job for the boys, the president appoints a CEO of Ghana Electricity Company, CEO of Gridco, whatever. The wastage, most of the wastage in the system goes to these sleeping on the job people who are being honored by the president based on their leniency and also their friendship. People are not being given job because of their competence and also because they are indeed having that intellectual the intellectual strength to deliver. And it's sad. Oh, it's sad. For electricity, the wastage. And yet these are not even schools and institutions. So go to the areas, the households. The number of illegal connections are echoso. And we have people who are there who can be assigned to go around with some little support or allowances, they'll be able to fish out all these criminals who are stealing power without paying. What is government's commitment to check all these things? People are doing illegal connection. But abandoning ABBR, they always want to think, say, when you come out, they just disconnect. And even if you disconnect, they will still connect because you don't live with the people 24 hours. And see, let's see, even this in this development now, they are owing such huge amounts, maybe it will be a wake-up call for them. But it requires a political will. It requires a political will. So if Ghana would start thinking of getting leadership, political leadership, they will be there to work for the people and bring comfort to everybody now. Then not fire to months, but if we will not always make sure that we get leaders who are indeed capable enough, we always find ourselves in these things. Then about the employment rate, one say data, one of the data, maybe I appreciate say, we'll say 14% unemployment rate in Ghana.
Yes, for the last first 3 quarters, from January to about September.
Yeah. So at least we have a figure. We have a percentage.
Productive age, 15 to 35 years, youth, you can say moving from 1.2 to 1.2, almost 1 million abeka home. Unemployed. You be abeka na ye day 440,000 abeka home. You deficit.
Yeah, one thing about, at least I appreciate said they have a figure, they have a data. And I believe that these are the ways of the data analysts at the statistical services of Ghana. They go around and collect these data. And one of the useful purpose of a data is you collect this data to be able to solve a problem. And basically, the essence of data collection is to help you to solve a problem. And yes, sir. And media, what I look forward to, hear me say, what is government going to do in helping these 14% get employed? Is government ready to offer them employment? Let's say even if it's 2%, what is the government's commitment? And I say, the initiative is in place to offer the 2% jobs. And these 2%, what are the field of profession? laborers, doctors, nurses, teachers, masons. You name some of my details now. But it's very important. And I make if you are into data analysis now, and it's a data analytics now, all these data subjects now. And let me make also another important thing here. One say, as I'm questioning, say, and then the government and now buying by year or provide that percentage, and they say, at the buying to come up with such solution is by identifying the data subjects. On the percentage, your data no more collect you. Data no so no, they have a subject, and then nipano, the persons na yakin kan no, they are the data subjects. And before you can do something, but after collecting the data, no, you need to identify the data subjects. And one of the solutions going in the future, and the national identification system now, the Ghana cards, Emma Ubia, it helps because before then, if you catch yourself a passport and I say or birth certificate, Ebra. One of the great achievements now buying a team implement and I say while striking the issuance of Ghana card, which helps to identify the data subjects now. Because say 14% and I say gade say nim won say ebia okay nipa dudu say a doctor for dudu say a lawyer for and dudu say data identification and that's a data subject identification is very important. And I believe that with the existence of the national identification system, these 14%, make informed decision about how to help them. But I believe, figure this is not to say, I agree with the figure. Then I make say even if it's 2% now, for me, the essence of data analysis it helps you to solve a problem. And this is the problem of unemployment.
Say 1 million beka emebunu na omo ho awon 1535 omo productive because Ghana retirement no 60 barely omo 35 kra na omo ni adwuma enti na say omo ni adwuma kra na kra na omo just 25 years of omo adwuma and what is the implication say nipa 1 million abeka ho unemployment no youth no what will be the implication for the country?
So the most important thing is to identify the skill sets, the professions are unemployed. Because say ukra unemployable skills and as a professional there is no demand for your career now. With coming back to the data analysis now, who say okay, out of 1 million, bus drivers, but on my transportation in Semono is gone into the private sector. And hina demand national identification system. We need officers to go on field to do the registration. And in the meantime, mamu training for you to go out there to the field. Where is just an example? There could be any other sector. There is demand for employment and now for skills. Professionals are able to form. Intermediate number no cry there is not any issue, but the employable skills no mukrano is what matter. Because 1 million in a doctor for hospitals so no a doctor for muma. We don't need money here a doctor for. Automatically you shouldn't be expected to get employed. But ebia na your sector be a Greek. You can't say a Greek. 1 million young fan say buying say a buyer asasi or district bia say yeba be dokoko and I be do be say inti or demand or exports and all that inti modie in the meantime no ye mamu akọ do you think that they'll all be willing to go na omo enye inti identifying these data subjects with their skill set and as a profession no ebeboa and it doesn't matter the number of or the percentage but getting the true qualification and as a professions are they are unemployed. And I would seek further information about the data, not just putting out the percentage out there. And then how many types of professionals do we have? A buying has to come. If it's serious, we are saying about Miyakaza, he doesn't trust the Ghana statistical department, I might agree with him because they don't provide us with transparent and reliable data.
Okay,
Or they should not just throw such things in the air. In this world, data, when we talk about data analysis, it goes beyond just a number. There are a whole lot of things. And every citizen will be informed, properly informed. He say, okay, is there unemployment? It's only a year can. Nipa 1 million are unemployed. Meaning say a carpenter for, a fitter for, a nurse for, and a doctor for, and a bombardier. Do they have such details in
and
the
the more signing for so many years no, and then America no, you can't say the Mikasa America no, some catch this month no 353,000 they can home employment no nkwano and no much baby adwuma no wo healthcare and number 1 education manufacturing retail and say who apply who person who pay adwuma na won baby wo de application ko say ho na demand no wo so on the demand no wo because Makasa America 10,000 people and call retirement on paper no omu here all forms of health assistance we won't say most of some of the cities no majumano no it means to finance until you come manufacturing the toss for into the open manufacturing job won't say hono zono or more employees so be and said the healthcare no
now ungin this baumiana muna a share crop kuti passe omunko fasa 14% no to be just to show say records and also no I bet say employment rate no form but one say it's been a backfired idea because we all want to go goes to undermine their work. They shouldn't do that. They shouldn't koto to Baumia. And see, maybe the basic now will be about to us. Yeah, me can't equal to say you can't digitization and ya Baumia and the digitization about Ghana and unim dear Dr. Baumia any digitization who nim dear you nim dear or your economy or your economist and no who nim dear na and also no Juma why your Ghana no and so any and a Ghana economy no atitia pansam.
Nanado Epijet Baumia and Nenko focus Wakaso ye economic guru wanka anything about digitization.
Onim or no crying. You won't say yen be na yen pese ye best source but it's time I say on yet digitize onim digitization who nim dear nobody should
Papa Smiley
Mate Michima obi meto aso me das
1 hour before intino a bed business time so wa want to make asana na you cost 3 p.m. and I about 8 p.m. GMT you were turning to God's words intino say yen kakankra nanasika bamazo nanasika
praise
bamazo
adwen kese na mo to say
boko na unso
oh boko
district managers on Ghana of the Forest Commission almost say the entire choir na ye twitwa ye de galamse nyina say there's political interference nti ejase de make e bia yisi de make e bi kwa na omkoje omuzika no so abanse de bi ministry so ko no de ka no 400,000 aye akaka dem de asa some ya minuka say private sector nko a independent power producers no omo nka VR no omo anka say private omo aye omo atema no ye do muka $1.6 billion into ye multiply by 12 no is almost by 13 billion cedis into ono kwa ye de omuka VR de na omo so de kan nka ho into sa na kwa into ye kwa ye nesese no nkofo no say omo fight bia Forest Commission for no fight bia so there's political interference omo ka so omo kwa ye makotu nkofo na politicians no so aba na omo so abe pamo me for no mti the county and what ECG arrears and then unemployment so say 14.7%. Now that period no nipa omuni adwuma aye mebron 15 to 35 no 1 million e beka ho. Ti die no person ka kire yen.
Your friends me da say mi checho bibia. Oba me che obosomfo obosomfo na ba mi aye oden. Hey. Obosomfo ba mi apade e pa no de aye o. Digitization aka ho asem ba mi aso contribute to the quota kakra o. Because minim shimpo kra nim say bi krom ji ache pram so hospital e ho no. Na me hu nipa bi hia moja. Drone the drone from Kumasi all the way the moja de ba from Konfanochio all the way to Pramso Hospital. But it is a need for under digitization, no. And you know, Baumia do baby on that's some canon and turn out man didn't him kind, you know. So I had the papa be crana na akataso. Internet they made one dance here. Evident will be or say through Sanyo Mano, nipa the country survive boy. But he who much is given, much is expected. What I say. And you know, Prince, with regards to forestry for or more catcher Ghana for say Ghana say no, or moon to be fighting political interference with no. Princess Assam we didn't come back and crash you. You better come Akwantufuo Radio, a cast Assam I check. Because it's a coma.
Obisi the Odumja no one on the pejano.
It's a coma. And that's one forest. You could video evidence or ho. Video evidence or say I want national security for national security for. Omoye Ganam say Tiwa forest. There are so many virgin forests. Our eastern region why Yakwachi national security for Omoye Ganam say. Ye were evidence Chairman want to me our MPP Chairman Kumasi and that's Ashanti region. Virgin forests a forest was there by there two or some more biankum. The evidence are there. Chema to me mining when illegal mining only concession or you'll be a concession to crowd. Yeah, concession because a virgin forest, a forest, a reserve. How comes to me, Bowu, to me, could train me a queer Ganam say, at the end of the day, your president, Akwantufuo. And so, baby, I sign it. Then, time that Abujinapo and I don't, Abujinapo, on an air minister for Assassin, good DNA or body, and your mouth, dear my
Minister for Lands and Resources.
All bar out. Ever condemn way by a president, the Akwantufuo. Eba defend the Chema to me. Adie chin ya no asafa chema wo tumi di nachi e de ne ko opemso ho akọ introduce no I was a fight against Galamsey na obi na ono sense asense obo ade mobre no ese nsuo ese kwaye no yes ad na di achi CNN e konya ko fight against Galamsey no di president achi. And enye political nkwa hemfo no so ka ho enye politicians nkwa because it's kroma and na say to what kokoso opem so asantemanwura ebe ka che say onim na ahemfo no nimo enye so bi na be ka che no ahemfo mo ye Ganam say to as asumagudie sense assistance you. He knows them. He knows. And you open a bekai. On one the kind. Oh, then to say it we say I said before. Our body a boy and dear go be brim. na yankasa ye twa ye ho edi ye ho abro sei ye di echirima abro sei na ya ye ho boni sei praise sebe ebe de obi kura ye ni die ni obuo kwa de ama ebe de na ama broni pokura bu because with dignity just you have destroyed it. Adwene yakopon dem etu 2-3 mu say use na one can say fa bon ho bra no say adwene wa ya to baby etedu baby na se kasa na se no kotie mpanifo a sebe enye sebe ye ne san wo mu o ye ne san wo mu ye ntra ho e ma mu mese obo ade bobre a odi ama yen ye ma mpanifo ne mese no na enchiri ma ye ho mechiri ye ntwese kan ye ntwe atuo na so yedu o matam dia o mbete e bedu o matam ama o mate awon watwe mu afri sebe enyamrasem ene awudisem a omoye na enchiri ma so ho timi ato omo na de no ane se na amei ye di kanfo a omo sha asense na omo ye ya sanka omo so nyi opportunity e memeto aso ebia ba adana na ai menu your friends go fit use car na o car say say o ti abroche you say dey koso Ghana o dey o ti abroche you don't care but one day you go to Ghana that tomatoes any a checkena sabe ye dey along ina gusio ma nso ni ate no ne dey ya checkena ma wo udi no hu say udi sanai hu say udi mercury e dey hu sunsanso no e be kawo eso koto se abo bi esu nua so a enka nchita abo ne se solufri ne so ka chen se solufri ye so e se odi fi nua ne so a ode ba wo so enti baby edu ne de e o se yin na ye boa na atete ne o ha ne nkondanda ene ewudisem a ye mpanifo amanyofo ahemfo titiriw asofo binom religious leaders editimamofo enam so no eso bete because say anyene sa ebrebe bedru a Ghana asase na da ho no odi bibia hye so a je obetwa bia ye poison and I praise the Medinka ko afidie so say ye won krofo bu o Ghana se Ghana nsuo nyina asa ya o mo metwe dwale vortex anom vortex akran nsuo fi London ekopim so be free asase so and what about you me na now take kukran to me oka vote poko onuma de cro okofa size kan wa hefa no de akoto vote enti ekon ye nyina ekon na president me bisa se almost omo bie nyuma mpacho na statistics no ya na hefa Ghana statistics service de ba ya ba
and Ghana Labor Department omo kwan ya fa so omo normal ebi ni say bi okọ pedwuma say Kumasi labor office wa asafo nti wo kama say bi wo say wo pedwuma woni adwuma na omo atwa ato nti omo collect ni nyina ha
okay
and everyone so omo timi ye extrapolation nti mu say bi a last year na bi a unemployment course ni any normal kasa de bia on say massage as o spa no so kan umtumi ye massage kakra na umtumi this data kakra ha enti no ye wo kwa mebre umfaso ye enti ni de omo o books o ma ye no bo so akopa dwuma akwa na onye dwuma nti na won kwa watena fie watena fie enti no but once waka kire omo de na o match ato e bia won kan kire omo say sisen de wo kra won pa dwuma ni bi but once wakwa o match book nti omo fa ne sesela no wo da so pa dwuma enti na na kakra but all the same dom dem aye no 14.7 and no year last year there from January to September enti no almost greater Accra ne Ashanti region pa na unemployment when mapa na ni adwuma ena na yeka se oba oni adwuma de won se asem koten ma ni adwuma man na adwuma se mema na adwuma mo se enti no na de ho no about galamsey so no se de kai no se ahemfo any politicians in the hardware no wonya che omo a na ya pre wonya che omo na fom kokko so akọtọ nso ye ofre asem na na ya agane ye nti asem ko na ya agane nti asem a district managers of forest commission kan say emfaso be na wo so say ye free case na ya agane nti esa na wo na ye say adwuma no illegal miners na mom ahoden because wo say dey ya we dey announce principle no nya dey e be ye adwuma nti na sika first man ye emergency no
yo friends me dem announce no na be bisate friends na say sika say sika kokko sika futuro diamonds ne na sefo ina no ne da se free Africa mebo a nti den na ye wo all these resources yes sika boten na nkasa ne kutayen na yetimi se jeni na o se akobo besia ekoje boni pipes
wow mami ofri mu eroma bedu o say it's all about management ni nyina ye management obeti ase it is opposite of management nso ye the mismanagement yes
na akobo besia say prince akobo besia say
sebi empenifo se wogimi a obefra kokosa holulu ye one of kana mini pevishment na asema no so munim nyansa obefra se akokosa holulu akoko peni say wutin so mbo man say in the abundance of water no
the food is thirsty
it know also yes me na hin o say emu yan so me konim say o say akoy say the o mami ton koko ni so na full koko na ko say hian wo that's what you say
you always have a fair third world country
yes in bibia say your first world country you need second bro you third let's say almost for Africa across the dark continent there's a man for the crana ye nim ko negotiate ko na ye nwanwa obuti plane mom say ko fo kra say bi e de nko cause omuni bisa o makachis Ghana no wo de okọ internet so akobo Ghana resource e wo no wo de tutu 192 countries omuni bi o me de this nyagopo pass as crime say de no o say that petit to Ghana enti da enwen say Portuguese for friend Ghana say the mine ye to go no sanom de na fen Elmina go they say for this Solomon time was it gold sikakoko ne ye no ada kwa say anwa no nti Ghana say
time management
no ano nti yenko enim na sikaba yenko enim na menko
okay Isaac but the man was
Isaac ho
mo ho pa mani aje so
yeah that's it
papa bi ni ho na
okay yo ene otwuma se wonye nsu aka ho a na enhwehwe de ene kasa na yenko
prince I say Mahama ka assembly na nam se nipa bonefo no e de na no kosi bone Mahama say Ghana for no enche no mo refi ade asa Mahama ka na no pe garam say ya say si an wasema be e de asem na MPP report what e kan ya e fa ho na MPP for no mo fi se bia ye mu bi no ye te se omo report what e say MPP for atnase and we say party ni here sika nti gam say omo ye na no e sika because I say party ni enye sika di koye campaign and I say so no party no eni kobo
come my you know more we as some bottom. It says your party no train. Some be galam say. No more e dia pananse. Nanka ohene be na otumi wo Ghana. Out me to a galam say. If say politician can one. Na aba we na so. Ono an kom kra kebi kra ye 2 galam say ama. You should put no. Into no MPP no omo here because no omo no mobile so mobile be bull. No. Wow be cancer no sebe no wa adwen wo form because the MPP for who say omo adwen papa bi wo mumu omo de be bo man na oboa. Because asem omo kan ni say NDC for ye dia omo kono omo so na medis kan bi. Apan so omo adi ne kama. Omo di ne kama into no gam say some podi mama yam fa yam fa so bon pon ko bo ahefo because omo kin ankasa no ane wontumi ekwa wusinum excavators about 1,000 say na etuko ye no ye hu ba bi ewo wi ase no omo aye no basa na ohiafo ma omo wo mu de ne omo adi ja tutu mu ehye no because on come omo this wicked, yeah, that's how wicked that Sankofo eti. So on come on, oh boy, the be anywhere, a more, oh, why I their course. Then a bay on me do swatch it. No, I near my Akwantufuo saying, I buy
that and Chebia, Mama say, Oba, Obama, Galamse for na show on amnesty, Obeja, because what you say, Sister dear, or Massachusetts or Madrid. Would you say, Yasama? Adia Osenka Oka. In October 2020, the then flag bearer of the National Congress and Democratic Congress, John Dramani Mahama, had promised the people of Odumbansa in the Western region that when voting into power, he will grant amnesty to all arrested Galamsey operators. Would you say Yasema Obia Galamsey EPC Chinkofuna or
Musa? Good news, pa.
What's it?
Good news, pa. Good news.
I didn't hear.
You ask no, one thing you ask it, and you would deny sir. When you selective justice, and or more what Bermuno excavators are in 1,000 a year. Or more, and here for more the woman watch a channel. All day, here for ma or more 1,000 cities, 2 cities, 30 cities. Unko for your motu gram say your mona modu mono. Now what do one year scapegoat? No, I teach you more. I do 1 year say oh fight gram say. Now I can see na kasa more party mono. What the way dia omo. Na sani ebu o mai. Ntino Mahama kasa na mo say Mahama sa na dwumo do papa. Won ja sa nkofo no. No bia anwoto no because Mama so on jaw mo de and on kwate tie akwa wusi no mo na reform
what you say discrimination discrimination crab be mo a so o mo de e mo dum na say we be resist case na o ma ye jaw mo de say it's o mo docket wo no it I don't think ye nje mo nya because obi afom ne o mo sansan kokwa ye bu san ko say no because e bia obi entimi anye attention nti no say de wo ye bone de o da so ho ba o ka so wo ja ne de wo na ye jaw mo odun say bia discrimination be mo no. And no say it's a court case because the Attorney General has also the power to record the case, but say a judgment for the man it will be to recall the case, But one also them. Now, because we do the and say, Mama cannot be credible. Say you, I'm saying.
I Prince.
It's you.
I biaba. I President biaba. Ojanko pompo mo die wumpo okuku nkopompo no tumi ja wo mo. Ono ncha se awudie no enkoso bio. But ekwan ya ofa so a wache bi ebinum agumu no wagya wodie no. Wo bi se yi nti Mahama se obo obegya wo mo a aya asampa. No mom onja wo mo no hyehyɛ mra no endi obia because this year no Ghana mra na nti obia Ghana mrano enti obia eti Ghana for enti MPP for Ghana mrano eti Ghana for enti MPP for until say MPP for di kwada sempo a mra na enche wo mo ye ni Ghana ho na MPP for akwabu judge wo court room no judge oba adwani ekoye no sa de what be that oh ya wo no prince ya wo no what be that the court pa akwabu judge omo adwani ye ni wona Canada Japan ka say judge ya kwase judge ya nkwasiafo yetumeche no ewi ase no judge na onu momu no ya betmize no onu momu na ya eden ya sa aka na se aposi no e de akọ ho because says ya na MPP for won say oh say ya punish wa o kan ye ho na ya punish wa ho na say de woko but ye try na ga so we dey any say I would this summer say nkofo we edi no they say wonye Ghana ni on person be kan okre won obosomfo on say drache no say bawumia anye problem ama MPP ana ala na baye na bawumia di ala na chi a akon ka say bawumia nim hwe about bawumia nim hwe ye nim say bawumia ye economist no bawumia ye no digitalization no ono ampa bawumia bebia ho no say drache ni ntu waka no kre because the bawumia ye nyina mahama na ye but aka ye bibi na ye fempu a nipa no starting no bonabaso kaka but because of politics into Ghana politics into no omonka America ha yete ha Democrat for omotumi bo Bush ne Reagan ne eyabaso Republican for omotumi bo Obama ne yimu abaso but Ghana de ne LPP for nkwa de ne oboa because omonim so omonya credible into so omokoka bibi for bi ho a nipa no ba capitalize won ne into na bibi wo ho a na omo akomo atum na bibi akoso bia no yafa so bono mo akupu ado ane na abai ane baumia because baumia enim hwe baumia bibi a omo ye yi na baba office kebu ye lato ho digital center ye dia ya ba long time sani me na ye dia ba on say ye nkofo ni bi wo ho a o ye omo dan ya omo tisa because baumia amo bi abaso a yes yeah mo na baso so what the drone near the whole Ghana na drone and call the whole Ghana but anka o ye bi mpo a obi ahun say oh obi na starting on and on wa beto after their fine but on kremi o na say na na me say ya de apunsuo ahoro mo ani su ntino ebi no mo ani su ntino bo so po abeka no kra say ba o mi anim ho hwe ampa fina mo be kan nokre abom se mo mama hama abom sa yeah ana sa video no a check some no e ascend me ankobra no because ankobra no source no pi pistia ane suicide kwa na de eba aponumu na aya na sesia no sese sa nzima for ladies two we no na ye say bomb abaso because secret omo de ato ho no omo na omo eyi secret apie efa ye nsuo ni galamse ho because ye ni papa bia ahefo papa bia momo amagina wa anka say oh nsuo we no na ye de ye aduane movie site ka kwa na ye de nsuo no ye dokon aduane ye di no Ghana nyina no sa nsuo na bi no mo de ye sa nsuo no okwa pra mu tesia okwa pra na river pra na tesia yare bebre aba ho okwa atema sa nsuo ye sa nye two ladies eno mo about out abeka say yes acheke no bebia tesia no obi Ghana obi aduane weche pepe for na di weche bae the whole Ghana obi adi weche I can for na di fufu bae the whole Ghana obi adi fufu dokron nkanfo ane mfandefo the whole Ghana obi adi na nsuo na mo de ye no se nye sa ladies two way na abaye video e de ato ho na wo hwe nsuo a ye de ye acheke no na ekọ ba bia na efi se oh ebia acheke nko a why do you say chicken quandia? No, my wife you no. As I said, sooner Ebano, Monsieur Rivers away the whole Ghana, apart from Botano, the Botano, good one, and Conumpo and Kayapoto. This is the time I see me and me a dapple. Now, by full way, a buyer, Sabian Sabia knew a mumuno. Now, almost say Ghana, Bibia, and Form, and call Biakuma. Say, no one see a say. O bomb ko bobo sia me atis Kennedy Japan na omo $12 million no mo chedi COVID sika omo chedi nti no san kofo we no ene omo nya nipa bi mpo e se nipa kan mo asem because ba omi ani ni kofo nyina ye pa ka omo nyina nko na prince before some the man no be sino wo fa boadi aya mama mo kan asem ma obiara wona no odi ye no obeka say me man ka say press NDC ni na me kan wo baby ada into so wona wo kan asama ka na say obi na kobra na accuse prince so ye NDC ni fine me no me accuse obiara say o ye NDC ni na o ye MPP ni na o ye say no kwana da ho no na me hit no say yaka sawa Tracy Boate asem na sawa broni de ye be kan dia na prince ka say woni adanse abra dance no aba bebre no abra kwabra aka Tracy Boate de ye misal say adanse wo he ono na me ka me ne prince yi na nya se bia me ka say prince ye NDC ni prince da be no okoji party card party Bernard Prince wo Prince ne party bia ono oye na juntin men fa se me chama no se
okay what clarify o yeti ya da CP Isaac na Bosumfo na Isaac na Martinican yenko paka Dr. Paka say o ho be diagnose ne prognosis maye say o be makasa dia o serve community no ti paka oti ba o yedwuma omuna you know say omude doctor for na edwuma doctor no prescribe no de koma now so am recommended a drone kama this is aka owa hene ne meki lokra ne say position be na owa hene wo Ghana wo ho owa hene ba maso. Okay, inside the any mame ko Meki so. Meki bamaso.
Prince, adwin kasi o mpacho abusuafo bia ho ye de.
Ye ho ye ene ewia na bo so. Oh, okay. Meki obejira ma o wa hia kasa fi Ghana.
O wa hia ma minwi na time na aka no me fa 4 minutes bi na onfa ne aka no na.
Okay, you
so
for that
can o dey my big ndi aka 15 minutes na e ko ndi ma me fa be 3.
Okay. Why here the to mama Meki
me why my stress na mu say bibini de o bibini den o bibini my stress na mo say a check aye den asama ba check ho o mo nko so amfa galamsey nsu no nya check ne ma Isaac no so oba o say asantema mu ne ye galamsey ntie ho nsu na asai na ye nsu asai wa asantema mu na say ye de ya check a me kwabna ba me oben me a check emi nko twada bi enkudi bi na Isaac nsu twada bi enkoja na yi na makudi a check ho enti so say asantema mu ne ye galamsey so ma mi ewu na so wada 6 o'clock bebo ye ma mu nso ne ye de kwa e ho na obehu wo ba be di asantefo atem sa asantefo na galamsey na ahemfo na galamsey na ahemfo na galamsey a check ena esi ade e ba ye ma no na ututomu a na akopi ho ne ye de bi ya check ma na akodi no wafu eche a wo ba ukwu na akoba na estaba wo di asantefo be ba be etwia pia adawa no Isaac see enya den
yeah ban is say what is the way out say kwan ben zo na yem
we omon kwaso amfanye ma om Isaac den na den Isaac ba so say asantefo ne galamsey na den say pia ni feature me fa ho ben omon fanye ma om Or say I drone any Ghana baby.
So enya chicken kwa ebia na ope aduane foforo eno ana say enso de universal
min ko elibu min ko
aha said oka say I never say oka say
time ni suana amambo beba
but say who say aduane no ye de ko baby enso no de tene enti ebia no hu ndi a chicken so ubedi bi
kaza asema me pesa be kam say unya masem no say o de what is a buta region yenye galamsey ho ene na say de ya check de me ha no say o mu ko so amfanya ma o Ajache. Oba o say drone eni Ghana baby a. Oba na say because PHHS no Kwame Nkrumah na start no no. Say them na no ne Ghana baby a. Mo no ayi bitterness inti ma mo nka nyansasem. Bitterness. Asem no obi timi kura be ka say
Kwabna ba ka say ad hominem say nya won ka nyansasem ye
minimum kura no e dey. Asem kama tackle issue your time. If you they be what to say they be and this problem say Mahama is a nation better. Mahama a carpenter ni.
Mahama no ba say adwene we wo form we ye no yes
Mahama o ye me ni ana. E ba na say o ba o mi e de ke tade so na bia no no when you atwi na aden mo ha ne say ukọ Ghana baby ah Ubi abakaze ya the address system
the Ghana drone delivery service was
what the reading say the time on the vessel time na ka 30 minutes so kwa ya sorry
Oka drone one and I say the Ghana drone delivery service no ye launched in April 24th 2019 to deliver medical supplies within the designated areas in Ghana with the use of drones. Zeblan is one of them. It will operate 24 hours a day. The president Nana Akufo-Addo commissioned the second base delivery at Mampong in the Ashanti region. In your designated areas, and yet all part of Ghana, but designated areas in Ghana. But
I say me be able to find where you about there. I cut 30 minutes also quite sorry. Only say be mutual sorry.
Or important say you can it even buttress your point into the American. It even buttress your point. It was so.
Me person me channel say about buttress no crowd here. Time into because of time into.
By the end of the day, no. So, by one year, 4 years, they also call him funny idea. I be a customer, be a organ piano. When you go so, you acquire new technology, the near my cobia will be able to be a boy and near my colony. So, but now Akwantufuo. That's what those who need to move. At the end of the day, maybe I need a man, you have a lot of boxes you want to move. I'm a gun and Nino, a coach and again. Who are candidate? Your candidate in a year face, you know, come and promote it in a Ghana for you on to Abamano. So the Chiapia and
me Chiapia, Emma, who ye campaign Amano.
So they be at the Baumia Chiapia and about Miana, and about Miana, and about Miana, you are projecting the man. It will be
Isaac, no interference.
No but the papa okay, you are not making sense. No, I can't say now call baby. So yen your tiny fiho. Adia who near ya face a no. Catch as a beer. I had it. Now, but me, I'm off on the chair. John also obo. John was the president in Ibida also oba. I best home I need you. I don't know the beer about me.
Now, about me, why am I? Baumia, why am I dear baby? Ghana near what the MBO and himself about me and Ghana called the destination I Ghana for you know. Channel some man mean ya you mean an
train crowd and I would say train no and that's how we train not train a man also if you training have to go through a process. See about transport to train crab Ghana no just say and then you can't no crema ho ka na no kwe bi na ma ye dia galamso nsuo eya cheka ma ye bi o galamse asemi
baby aba na Akwantufuo say and Akwantufuo say and Akwantufuo say and akwa chimu a na galamse enne ye say the ya cheka kwabna me ha no say ye for electricity say say aba enu ndi no and I obi say because he en collecting niement no just incompetent say mo nyina uti abrocha don't say it so uti abrocha and say we men keka uni me ka twitwiri dia hospitals ni eka aban absorb amanfo ntua e we bi America kuruma I be the debt in crack or my debt will be more me and some of the company debt collectors. How many JJ amount for cow munchia. This what your brochina can same way. Uma obe said na ways what him fan answer him fan or walk can same way. It is stable Ghana for you. Who you need debt collectors are so big when you any come on so fraud there is a beer. Only on best strike the crap a cram or more. Anyway. Hadden. I don't know what say more limited bibia beka bia no e fan kwafo for no oh bibia fan kwafo for no oba ai electricity any ade nyina ye wo ayi ko social service a me so say nkofo bebro mu ntuo mu electricity aman ni tua say electricity be ni nyina ama wo why ade ti na ejimi mfa wo ade na afa say ye baby adan papa ka say mu so office say your problem now solution go and make money out of it solution who now ideas who any solution na obia solution na solve abroche be dey make money you identify a problem go and make money out of it stop disturbing everybody but me anya then we open what your time you what did you at the end of the day 2025 I foresee it so kita friend ma wa she ni fugu fita also yin na dey numerology na dey ko na numerology no ti o mama ma 1 minute pen mama ma usal numerology we na tie sa se mo na hwe ni yi twese omko ka say break the 8 ni pen no we no be so me break Guinness record of nkwasi asem we no be so me break Guinness record of this twese at the break in at 20 say oh my name we nye numerology e dey ah enti no dey no mo nye no mo ka galaxy no e wa chimem ye dey ya check ma udi a na wo be hu the prince yan fancy na man for so nto abi naja animaji e che bia so oje bo
o wa hine kasamaye emrendo na bibi kasa ebse ye bende unfortunately wa wa hine ba maso
I want to say
bokola also
I won't mate munkumudi no ya dwene a wo che no o my Ghana until be a channel na me wa said ya o man no ABC also na say be ba in kasa bibre sha we know can say football dey no ani ade no ani at once 7 adults na ana emaniji na eyemahoho ase mosusu ambo amono no aya menimo na mo ho no mo na mafiri mu no ana ese ma madwen se ya bese bitie mo madwene de motie monchechire mu monte ase se de o man no bitime tumpon na ye nyina no da hwe susu no ye kase ye ko ba bia na nye duba na eko ye kase ye ko ba bia na nye Saudi Arabia na eko ye kase ye ko ba bia ana se bia tie no ye se o zedi the crazy intimacy me ko entutue ni ntino esumit makofie na bibia besma ko akoye na bo man no eno enti de bia wa ha no me gidi se ha no ye wo no enye ntokwa me de me gidi se eno no wo se hu ni sha se o man no ye wo platform nyina no enye mu bia na ye wo de o government mu a ye tutu nyoma ama no ma yi enti ye de ye adwene ni se ye ba be kire adwene se dia se nkoya ye be kan adwene ya kire adwene se dia abatu beba kwan ya ye be fa so a omo manifesto ba e bit ma digest asem no omo kan na se dia kire bi no ye nkoto aba bia hu bia keke una mission se dia e bit ma nya opini ana se nipa bia na se gana ni bia odwo o man ho a which ma ye di o man be hye ne nsa se dem wo ka no unemployment no any other things a hiama o man bit me tumpon no ni nyina bi to yi na ye nyina ye ho atoye na ahokyere bi a eda ye so no na efiri so na kasa bibribi a de bia Ghana fo ntimi nei Ghana fo da kwa ne adwene ne yakoma e boni san ma no ade be chen nya bo 2 o'clock na wo ma na ayewa adwene se ayi ade be chen capri ni bo to bed na create me pi sasa de ni nyina no na wo se suit me etie e ma awofo ne sa de na se bibia se ni ho no wo ba yare a na kwakoye se wo ba yare a na akwakọ wo se nkwa no ba ko panyin yare a mo na atra kwaketwa no so when I'm chipping in, I repeat, not talk to the chin so. It is can you who now your parents or my teams is here. Now, I say, and quite one in the hospital, and it's idea. But the hospital near prescribe a drumoa, see kind of aquaton, then so hard. Then you know, and craft, move school bar, a genuine be do a fee, walk or be fee. Say, Mammy, Uncle Jum, Uncle Toy, maybe your cotton and say, be I am top, and I say, be Uncle Yamanoa, or Buffy on in Sapan, a bassan and crowns ready, a baby that and it's idea. I just say, no, hard journey. It's Anna Nanzeno, a bam busy with tea. Who say, ye church him, or in our mom, do I'm who's a canoe. A basro pa, more can a basro, and I'm say, a cat, yes, a count will enter and I come into Sasania Cana. It is a Kagana for some nums more, and you're for more. I more, I do more. If you want a mawaha, it's a car, a kaye or hana account. It's say a bassa moba casa, number casa, mocasa, and dear, moody or some mocasa. Now, one more banono, say on betio, so muntio, because what to know ye dear was it, Michel, so one your cobayari. Be all free dear, as some more cobone. Now, a show super be our channel, now who's in Koy in the Biania flow, Braya, Braucosi, Braucojo, and asking your flow, what is it with you? A dinner kuna. Oh, one o'clock what dog can do you create one o'clock. And this had one man to say, and same basa. Meana, Metimacha, Metima, the city a month for both. Now, both. I travel Ghana, I just say, a hard dream.
Why, meter is with a postpaid and a prepaid meter, ECGD in America.
Prepaid use now.
And the son, I say, and I go for complaints as a adjustment near yet. Would the Usuna, Dotton and Wana, would you say we use? Oh, and monitor more upset and up no nana and go for a complaints as a motor yet to the Biana adjustment or moon the usual.
Up then the band and said, Nancy, we are update to up in this wrong. Yeah, update no. Prepaid no. A old card, being new card no. Now old card no. Would me ekoto or ukota. Baby, I will be out ota. Unifia no light na basu. So what's a mission? And here's a ubufia and some other not light na ba. On a mission. And now you're about qua, but you me line this one as my fish.
Friends out of order was will be a team.
Why here we are listening.
And you about Kuswa, and the old just all the back, ebe touch it, and send a wet me, or the Okoto and Sikan Ababuguso. Nananseno with the, I think, say, with the new one, I will turn a biguso. I think some way update me. Now, update, no, now, up, no, Kota. Now, I think, say, update to go off. Of na pretty beam. Now I mean to say Asaba because there was a time a coin look at him to a my idea main train na we are a things some months and some weeks or so. But Slano, guys them a it be bit of cost back and reflect to we see prepaid in the their own.
No, why the last question who ensure was this power erratic water supply back greater Kumasi. This is an friend now due to unstable power supply. Let me say we area no ensure. Almost Barikesi say almost 3 in water treatment plant Barikesi or Wabi and a chance booster station. Almost expensive power outages from the electricity company of Ghana. By ensure what is say BBC across war Asante Memo or boy could be to say a report agogo Atonso agogo Bantama Abrepo and other communities. But one utubo who announce who use Ghana water in Sonibi.
You should Ghana water na also mechanics and semi free October hormone. October, November, December, January, na tunsu. What I mean, but before then you want a back now polytank near the affiliate and it's a usually a crown is animal. water problem, the light problem.
Nyambo ochina ye beto aso fro no ochina mebusa say so nyina na enso ni pass office of wo da so twa water bill nti bibi my final word bibi wo bi anase ye ko that for no yan shase 1 hour late because na papa swali also ye no metino ye shase be 12 instead of America time 11 no and I mean say Europe say 4 or 5 p.m. tino you lose 1 hour, but unfortunately, unfortunately, this hour a year a 10 to go 20 minutes. A big nature, so or per se or time and I say yeah, cost to yeah,
yeah, once a week. Also the time one, you know.
I thought you better I said the program no. Some
ideas to stand on as a year so.
BB are born bear
about 10
about 10 or the unfortunate incident. It is for Hannah did you made him to so at least will be a Casaba County. Yen Fanis Ochina, your bubble bond say Yawada a year reflective Thursday, the Bebantem, normal 11 Anna, Yashas by Neno, you 1 hour into Nabasa and tea. At least will be a cabacco and the second one or second one, and Badia Yen Fanis and Yediana. Obonfoko beko room of being nama befinti yemfanisa ochina eti samri no ye me pon ntitie for yeda masende ne sumuni adwuma na eba bama so Wednesday edition questions and answers ti yeda masumu nyina kwabena agreement utie free Germany shalom yugo onyima mandi UK na moam so mo Ghana antifia na owa henim so nyina yeda mase ti samri ye pon ye wie ya ye pon ye next program so very important turning to God's word ye beso nyakopo asem mene bibi muteni kan yesa beba nti enwanum nyina mo ye invited na yemitie
Momo mini Isaac deliverance mama why mini Isaac momo ni deliverance mama
okay yo nti aha na ye point bibi ye behia obia mbaba